hello. What are you doing here? It's lovely to have your company this morning, where I am indeed joined by the wonderful Lady DB. Hello there.
Good morning.
You are LDB,
Just sorting
aren't
myself
you?
out.
Sort yourself out, Deborah.
I'm sorting myself out.
Should we'll both do it?
Yeah.
I've got crazy hair today again. Oh, it's been this crazy old day yesterday.
Was really?
Hashtag angry pig. Have you not heard what happened?
No, it can only happen to you.
Then I gave myself an almighty electric shock by accidentally sticking a knife in a plug socket. Do
As
not
you
recommend
do.
that.
No.
Because it was next to the knife block. Instead of going into the slot where the plug socket was, I went. Anyway, life is fine. The pig is now at a piggery and everything's all right. He's happy, he's fine. There was a situation where I got home yesterday and there were armed police at my house, but everything is now fine.
You can't just leave it there.
Oh no, they announced it on air last night. They had to come into my show, Director Tom Dorks, and say, we've had a phone call, there's a hashtag going around the whole of Twitter, the police had done it, and there were armed police at my house because they heard that there was a wild dog on the loose that turned out to be my pig. So they were coming and they said, we can't shoot that, it's a pig. And then the pig went on the rampage all around Letchworth. Simon Pegg, the actual Simon Pegg, was in the local cinema. The pig ran past, the police ran after it. It was all complete insanity. I get home to dear Alice, who lives with us, looking like she'd been dragged through a hedge. Then we tried to catch the pig and it wouldn't let us catch it. In the end, we had to get a massive sheet, put it over him and pick him up. And it took me and 3 other people to hold onto the pig in a chain, like a tug of war. He's fine, he's happy, he's okay, everything's fine. Please note that throughout this, the pig was eating the apples we were trying to entice him with. So he was fine, because he was all right to eat. He had a whole packet of bourbons, the lot. Anyway, thanks to the police. Today is all about the word fabulous, because it makes us feel better. I have got some brand new strands that are going to block your socks off? No, they're going to knock your socks off. Colour blocking was in my mind when I said that. I'm going to block your socks off. Now, these are my favourites of today. So you've got another favourite, haven't you, Kirsty? These are mine. I love them. This is my presenter's pick, I've decided. I've got a gorgeous matrix box for you as well. Look at these little babies. I love them. Oh, I love them. Now, the matrix box today is absolutely beautiful. I've got to say it's my favourite of all of the matrix boxes. I love it. Briolettes, absolutely beautiful briolettes. Yum, 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 yum. When you see those up close and personal, there they are. Oh, need them. Those will sell out, won't they? They're beautiful.
Well, they're beautiful, absolutely stunning.
Do you remember the days of the rosary link chains?
Yes.
Do you remember they were 7 inches, weren't they? Do you remember?
Yeah.
This isn't 7 inches. Look at it, it's huge. Absolutely wonderful garnet chain. I just adore this. Right up my street, this is. What a stunning bracelet that would make. Isn't that gorgeous? I've got this for you. We're going to Swelligan. We got Debbie Bolford's book on its own, not in a bundle. We are so excited today because we have got so much to bring to you. Debbie is going to be Swelligantizing, which is a word I've just made up, and I'm going to stick with it. Look at this gorgeous Russian diopside. Ooh la la. It is a bit luxurious. I do feel like I'm dipping my toe in a gemstone bath of hot luxury. Look at that colour. This one. Do you remember when I gave you that mandarin garnet? And gone. We've only got about, how many? We've only got about 30 of these, haven't we? So now we anticipate a sellout for these Russian diopsides. You all right, Lady B? What's going on?
Beads around.
Don't throw things at Kerry. She's new.
Sorry.
You're all right, Kerry. Sorry, if she doesn't get her own way, she does start to throw things. Now, I have got, should we challenge Debbie? Oh, no, because we haven't done our early bird, have we? Stop, Jenny, stop. Now, sorry. I'm about to give you the most insane price for some of the most beautiful, certainly the most popular gemstones here at JewelleryMaker. Have a look at this strand. You're getting 3 strands in total. This is the first one. So you've got labradite. Oh, look at the quality. I love it. I love the way you look at labradite and it takes you away from the stresses of chasing pigs or whatever it is you've been doing. Maybe trying to get your kids to put their socks on this morning. What is it? Why won't they put their socks on? Have a look at that iridescence. Isn't it stunning? I love these little drops, and I just want to show you the size of this strand. Oh, when a bit brummy then, the size of it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, no, that's not your only strand, because you've also got amethyst in the same style. I love this. Look at that for juicy, rich purples. Wow, they're all 80 carats as well. You've got exactly the same on each strand, lengthwise, size-wise. And then Debbie Bolford's favourite, we've got smoky quartz. I bet Debbie wishes this was her challenge. Now these strands, the graduations range from 4x2 to 10x4 with the smoky quartz, 6x3 to 8x3 with the amethyst, and 5x3 to 9x4 with the Labradoodle deity. Now they're all on 30 centimetre strands. Need you on the phones now. There are lots of you building up already. You can, of course, shop online with us today here at JM. It's JewelleryMaker, www.jewellerymaker.com. All the W's is much easier to say, isn't it? Or whiskey with water. You've got the extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year, which I do think is just fantastic because it allows us to look at these strands. It allows us time actually to go out there and have a little bit of a research and see what we're going to do with these gemstones. Now they're all top drilled, so they make wonderful, wonderful drops. I'm thinking of a bubble bracelet with these or a waterfall cascade with these. I think there's ever such a large scope for your designs. Maybe mix up the briolets from the matrix box, make them go further. The three, I've just bunched them together there. Let's see them in their individuality. I'm not sure if that's a word or whether I made it up, but you know what it means. Now, Debbie, with these, you can create texture. I love the little look of, I love.
Kirsty, this is the most perfect bundle, I'll tell you, because that's my three favourites at the moment. I think Labradorite and Amethyst are just a match made in heaven. I think the Labradorite and definitely there's something about the purple regal colours and the flashes in the Labradorite that just go together. And smoky quartz with Labradorite, I know people don't think it goes, but it really does go. I think
smoky quartz goes with anything.
It does, but with Labradorite, I don't know why, it just becomes like a backdrop to all the flashes. I think it's gorgeous. Those three, when you twisted them, the lights over here, the flashes that you could see were just amazing, and the bubble bracelet would be stunning.
Yeah, well, that's the first thing I thought when I bunched them together, and I thought it's one of those gemstones you could see from really far away and think, oh, look at that lady's necklace, you know, it's lovely. And you've got ever such a lot of different tones and texture. It's all about texture and tone, isn't it, with this trio. Now, we should have called this the Lady Bolford bundle because these are Debbie Bolford's favourite gemstones. Well, we like to keep smiling today, Lady Debbie. Lady Debbie, YAGC39 is your item code, darlings. Let us start as we mean to go on this blackened Friday. Why is it called Black Friday, by the way? What's that about? £9.95. That's £3.30 a strand. £9.95. It's a glorious price tag for beautiful gemstones. Absolutely fantastic. 0800 444 655. Make sure you're on the phone lines as quick as you can. Stay tuned with us all day. We got so many exciting things to bring to you. YAGC39 is your item code. Come shopping with us on Black Friday. I've forgotten why it's called Black Friday.
I don't know why it's called Black Friday either. I was wondering that.
It's because it's the day after Thanksgiving, isn't it? And because it's the day everybody goes shopping.
Big shopping day, yeah.
So why Black Friday?
I don't know.
Oh, because you're in the black rather than in the red, because you've got some money. That's why, isn't it? That's what it was, yeah, because you're still in the black.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, if anybody knows, I'll have to text.
It's the last day of being in the black before Christmas, because then we're all poor and we're all in the red.
Oh, I see.
That's it. Text us in if you know the actual factual, because you know me. I get most of the, but jumble them up a little bit. JM Studio, 60777. JM Studio, you need to start your message with, followed by your explanation for Black Friday. Should we turn it to Pink Friday? Should we turn it to Purple Friday? Should we turn it to Freaky Friday? Yesterday was definitely Freaky Thursday for me. Debbie, are you ready for a challenge?
I am.
Oui?
I am.
You would like me to challenge you with some lovely
Yes,
gemstones?
please.
I actually think the labradorite would go beautifully.
But I haven't got that.
Well, haven't you?
No. I do like my challenge.
Now have a look at the bicones as well. I love that colour.
Isn't it gorgeous?
And isn't it a coincidence that I happen to be wearing blue
Isn't
today?
it just?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's like I demanded what your challenge was going to be. This is London blue coloured, topaz coloured quartz. London blue coloured quartz. And then you've got your black rutile, your black onyx, sorry. Your black onyx rounds, and they're graduated between 4 and 6. I do like a black round, and we don't have that many plain black rounds, and they're so useful. For want of a better word, they're so useful.
They are. They are. They're the essential things that you reach for in your stash every time, even if it just goes at the back of the neck or at the end of a bracelet. They are so useful.
Just to add that little accent, or a focal point actually, because you've got like a white bracelet and you want a centre black gemstone. Just one of them really makes a difference, doesn't it? It makes it's just got that contrast, that harsh contrast. Now, of course, the bicones are there as well. And bicones are great because you can puzzle them together and you make a beady bead. You can put them at the ends of Debbie Bolford style tassels. You can do lots. A ladder weave with these looks great because of the edges. They just slot together, and it's nice to have the luster. And it's nice to have a shape that you can utilise in the way that you can utilise a round, but it'll give you these lovely facets to boot. YXGC07 is the item code for Deborah's challenge today. 0800 644 655. It's going to be an interactive show today, so please get tweeting. We'll talk to you a little bit about that after I give you this bundle, but it is going to be very interactive. We might even do a few sneaky competitions. All three for £12.95. Look at the size. And I've got to say, these are my favourites. Look at the size of them. And do you know something? They're 13 mil. We don't get many 13 mil gemstones, do we?
No, they're not. They're just on the borderline, aren't they? They're not too big. They're perfect for a really nice stretchy, but also perfect for quite a dramatic contemporary necklace.
Yeah, and it's the colour that gets me, Debbie, because we don't have that colour.
Beautiful.
It's not quite navy. It's
No,
not
but it's
quite.
lovely though.
Not quite
Lovely
navy.
though.
It's just teasing on the side of navy. But it's not cobalt blue and it's not electric blue either. It's somewhere perfectly in the middle. Now, you think it matches my... It's a coincidence, surely. Surely that Deborah should make something to go with the outfit I'm wearing on this very Black Friday, isn't it? Isn't that a coincidence? Yes, it is. Absolutely. Now, to tweet us this morning, we are jewellery_maker. Yesterday, we had #AngryPig trending the whole of Twitter. So go and have a look at #AngryPig where you can follow the story. Apparently, we're making the paper today as well, the newspaper. Literally, there was a journalist there and everything.
Because of your pig. You'd like to make the newspaper for other things, wouldn't you, really? Not because of your pig.
Yeah, no, actually, I think #AngryPig is all right to be in the papers with. It could be worse.
Right, okay.
It could be worse, couldn't it?
It could.
Yeah, so I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine. £12.95 for Debbie's challenge. So we're going to give that to Debbie. I'm not coming over to you because you've already got yours.
I have a half.
You're going to crack on.
I am.
Any early thoughts from you, Deborah?
I'm going to use some wire for a change because I don't normally use wire.
Deborah.
Be a bit naughty. We'll see.
What
Any
colour wire?
requests to go with your outfit?
Anything from you, darling, anything.
Okay.
I trust you wholeheartedly.
Right then.
Back off, Kirsty. She asked me, not you. I've got some requests. No, you haven't. Now, 22. Buckle my shoe. 2 ducks. Is that what it is, Oliver? 2 ducks. 2 fat ducks or just 2 ducks? Ollie's really good at bingo. What's 66? Is it quickety clicks? That's my favourite one. I went to bingo once and I literally got kicked out for being too noisy. Do you know those bingo people? They get mad. You're not allowed to talk. They go mad. I was eating chips, literally. Oh, don't open a bag of crisps either. That does not go down well. They do this at you.
I can just see that as
I was like, what? I thought this was so. Should we get a drink? Let's get a drink. Bingo. Oh no, sorry, not bingo. Yeah, don't ever do that. That was what saw my demise. Now, you have got. I liked it though. I liked them because in the middle they have little jingles like do 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 in the middle of games, and everyone had their own little dance routine. And then they'd stop and they'd be like that. And I'd be like, this is absolute madness. I love it. They didn't love me though. Now, have a look at what I've got for you. Eye pins. Eye pins are essential. They are my favourite because, Kirsty Worsty, they make a good rosary link, and everybody knows that I'm obsessed with a rosary link because it's easy and because it looks good. Now, these are good because they're the shorter ones, so there's less wastage for me, because if I'm using little gemstones, I get 2 rosary links out of each one without any waste. But there are so many other reasons. Now, these are a must-have for your stash. It's not so much want, but need. It's definitely want as far as sterling silver is concerned. Now, sterling silver, if you are rosary linking, is a lot easier to manipulate, is the word I'm looking for. Now, which is funny, isn't it? Because you'd think that if you started jewellery making, you should start with maybe the non-sterling silver. But I will say to you, if you have just started jewellery making, I would go, and I know this does sound mad, I would start with sterling silver. It's a lot easier to work with because it's a precious metal and it's very malleable. Very soft is sterling silver. So you can work with it a lot easier than you can with some of our other findings. So you've got a lovely eye there, which is going to clutch onto gemstones. Now, you don't have to rosary link with these, of course. These can be for earrings. These can be for your fastenings. They can be for your pendants. There's loads and loads you can do with these. And Debbie, how many eye pins do you think you go through a week?
Oh, do you know, I couldn't. I would be horrified to think how many eye pins I go through a week.
So do you think you have to buy packet after packet after packet after packet? Do you bulk buy?
Well, I don't really have time to do a lot other than things for JewelleryMaker at the moment. But I must use, I mean, on Tuesday I did 6 kits. So I used, goodness knows how many eye pins and head pins on Tuesday, hundreds of the things. And you just cannot make jewellery without them. You cannot make jewellery without them.
So for anybody out there who's making Christmas presents now, for anybody out there who's doing Christmas fairs, or even thinking maybe they've finished their Christmas stock, thinking about towards spring, if we're a business or if we're doing jewellery for friends and family, like I do, they're an essential.
They are an essential, and I think being sterling silver, as you said, it's a lot easier for new jewellery makers, because the more you work silver, the more it hardens. Yeah. So it's not as if you use plated, it tends to break. Whereas the silver, yes, it will break if you keep, bending it backwards and forwards. All metal will. But if you start to do head pins and eye pins, and you twist it and you untwist it and you twist it again, it's going to work harden rather than just look a mess. Yeah. You can straighten it better. It's softer. It's easier to use.
It is easier to use, and I know that sounds crazy, but I am going to recommend for anybody who is new out there. Now, obviously, if we've been jewellery making a while, we know the joyous benefits of sterling silver. First of all, if we are giving it as a gift, it feels more precious to that person. It's more of an heirloom to that person. Perhaps if you're doing bridal jewellery, it's got to be sterling silver because you want it to last the test of time, even if it's just going to be in a drawer for years. You want it to be handed down from generation to generation. Now, sterling silver, of course, is going to help you perhaps get a higher price tag if you do sell your jewellery on. Get yourself on the phone lines. An eye for an eye pin. I do like the name of this bundle, Kirsty. I like that. I'm going to give you that one. You've got an eye for an eye pin. You've got 2 packs of 20, so of course 40 in total. I did that myself. I feel all proud. Now, you've got your extended money back guarantee, and I will encourage a multi-buy every time we give to you findings, because you know we're going to give you a fabulous findings prize of just £8. Now these are sterling silver and you do get 40 of them. Can you get these anywhere else in sterling silver? Do you have a beadery near you? Is there a bead shop near you? Is there one of those big giant stores? You know, the ones, the big yellow ones. Can you get sterling silver in there, can you? I've not seen it. If you could, would you get 40 eye pins for this price? Like, isn't the value incredibly wonderful? Look at all of that silver, very reflective. You can, of course, use these in your design as well. They're only £8.95. Well done to everybody that's got theirs. What a fantastic deal we're giving you today. And do go out there and do research and do go to those big stores and your bead shops. Go out there, have a look and see how much we're spoiling you. And if we're not, you just let us know. I got shocked when I went and did a bit of research and I thought, goodness me, they're so expensive. Are they? Or are we too cheap? I've been accused of that before. £8.95. VKG C91. We are very good value. That's what I'm talking about. Because this is sterling silver. Because it's sterling silver, we're talking about value. £8.95. That's what it's about. Now, they've got that expensive look to them though, that's the point, isn't it? Silver, if you look at this, they look expensive. That's the point, isn't it? Now, let's do, where's my extruder gone? There it is. Extrudiosum. I love the extruder. And the little mouse that lives inside the extruder as well. Now, I was doing a show with Anne the other day, who was doing a bit of polymer clay, and she can't live without her extruder. We were obviously talking about you a lot. You love yours, don't you, Kirsty? Does the extruder feature in your book, Debbie Balford?
It does.
I'll have a look at that in a minute so we can. Now, the extruder, it has 20 discs. Now, this washer is a spare washer.
Yes.
Don't try and do a Jenny Cleary and shove it in there and think, why won't this washer go? Because it's a spare one, Jenny. And you're trying to shove it somewhere where it doesn't fit. So don't do a Jenny Cleary. It's definitely a spare. Now, you've got all these different... Can I just explain the extruder as an adult Play-Doh hairdressers? Did you have that? Did you have it? We all did, didn't we? Where you put the Play-Doh in and you twisted the person down and all the hair squirted out. Brilliant, loved that. In fact, it's probably one of my all-time top toys next to my Wuzzle. It was a Wuzzle, yeah. Now here's part of the DVD. You can make canes like this. Do you see how you can? Well, what you do is, if you've ever seen when you were little, you know, when you watch sort of those play shows, I can't remember what it was, Play School, that was it. And they used to have little snippets of, we're going to go to a rock factory and see how rock's made, and you'd see it in a big long sausage, and you'd see them going like that. That's exactly what the extruder reminds me of. So you squeeze it down and it goes little sausage of it out, and then if you say, maybe you've put two colours in there, maybe you haven't, maybe it's just one, and maybe it's the triangle. You get a triangular sausage, and you can lay the triangles next to each other. You can then maybe sandwich some sheets of polymer clay over it, cut it in half, and you've got little zigzags. There's loads of stuff, loads of canes you can make. There is a polymer clay soutache. Now, I'll show you, in fact, you see these swirls of soutache. Was this done by you lovely lady?
That's on the DVD.
Isn't this wonderful? Now, there is a flat. Did you use the flat one? Yeah. Do you see how these are? The curly whirlies. The flat, but they're flat, but they're curly. Do you know what I mean? You can see it, can't you? Now, that was done by squidging. Here's some that aren't flat. Those are the round ones, but here's the flat tool here. So you put it in, you put that in the bottom of your extruder, you fill that out with polymer clay, you twist it down, and out comes the flat. And then you can use it in the way that Deb has used there. The extruder is just simply wonderful for being able to create loads of different things. And it also reminds me of when you used to collect rubbers when you were younger in crazy little shapes, and you'd have them. It reminds me of that. Now, you've also got polymer clay in your ecru. Now, the ecru has got to be probably one of the most versatile. Your ecru is going to be the one that well, it's not the most versatile, it's the one you're going to use probably the most, because you you use it to tone down colours, don't you, Debbie?
I do. I use it to tone down colours. It's better than white, so you don't just get baby colours. You get more of a muted shade, a bit more sort of earthy sort of shades.
It starts taking it down a shade each time, doesn't it?
It does indeed, yes. But also it's good for your leaves and flowers, for your millefiori. It's fabulous if you use it in Makumigane. It just gives a different look than using white or black. So it's very useful.
You got your pomegranate red. Look at this, these two together at Ace. Look, totally Christmas. Totally Christmas. And then you've got this what a beautiful blue this is. Look at that gorgeous denim blue. Now I'm also going to give you your Extrudiosum DVD. Have a look at this. I do think next time J.K. Rowling makes a book, writes a book even, not just makes one, she should have a spell that goes extruder. So it sounds like one, don't you think?
Quite agree.
Wingardium extruder. Now, if you want to be able to make, have a look. See, these are parts of the DVD. You see how they're on the canes, and here on the soutache. This is one of the most amazing tools. We are going to be seeing a little bit of polymer, Swelligant today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Very exciting. Polymer clay is one of the most amazing mediums you can work with. It's sculpting. It's a medium, I think, that we've been familiar with for many years. I mean, I remember using it as a child, polymer clay. It was called something different then. I remember getting it from just that big stationers. I used to get a block at a time. My mum would let me have a couple of quid. And actually, that's the point. I think it was about £3 or £4 then, back in the 90s. Now, we do these at £1.95 each, which I think is an utter bargain. The value you are getting is truly, truly incredible. Now, if you go and compare, perhaps you'll find the same. You get the extruder with 20 discs. You get the DVD, which is worth £4.95, and Debbie has 6 different sections on that DVD. It's an hour long, and it's stop-start, easy to follow guidelines. Now, to use the extruder will make your life so much easier. It's not an essential tool for polymer clay, but it's one that will drive you forward. It's one that will make your designs look and appear neater, better, it's been said. And it would do those things in a quicker manner than if you were to try, and you'd have to be pretty talented to do them freehand. Now, if you want to be able to create outstanding polymer clay art, I find that it's artwork, and so many people enjoy this medium. If you've got dexterity problems, it's lovely and malleable once you get it warm. You bake it in the oven, and you can create little people. You can create little Santas. You can create little nativity scene with polymer clay. I'm still yet to hear from Hannah Roxbury's how she's getting on with the nativity scene that I demanded from her last month. I will make sure. She was in the pub last night. She got time to drink wine. She's got time to do that. Now, you've got all of this for just, don't forget the extruder with the 20 discs as well. All of this for just £12.90. What a great Christmas gift. If you're helping Santa out with the stocking fillers, this is wonderful. And I've got to say, my children absolutely love working with polymer clay. That's the price tag for the DVD and the polymer clays, and you're getting the extruder for free, right? Just there or there, a great deal. What Deb is going, I can't believe it.
Well, the clay at the moment in the shops, they've gone up again. They've gone up from about £2.05, then £2.10, and I've seen them for £2.50.
Have you really?
So I know that Hannah very cannily bought up all the old stock she could find before when the prices went up. Whether we'll be able to do these prices once that runs out, I doubt, because these prices are just silly. I mean, that's amazing.
Do you know what, Debbie? I've got to be honest with you. If I saw polymer clay in that well-known stationers beginning with W for £2.50, I don't think that's bad.
No,
I
it isn't
don't.
bad.
When you realise how much you get out of one block,
Exactly.
but £1.95. It's like you're getting trade prices.
It's a coffee.
I mean, you don't see that. Do you know it's £2.50 something for a coffee? in that shop, especially if you want a Christmassy latte, then you're looking more like £3. Once you've had it, you've gone, you feel a little bit sick. It's nothing like the Halloween mulled Halloween drink they did, because that was delicious. Absolutely gutted that only lasted a day. But I'm just saying, you know, what can you buy for under £15 that gives you so much joy? And I promise you, my children love doing things like this. My 12-year-old daughter would love this. She would actually, I am helping Santa a bit. Can I get one of these? Mia would love this. And Max. No, in fact, all 3 children would love this.
They would if you saw the designer inspiration on Wednesday. You see me doing pizzas and things for boys, pizzas and burgers and things.
Oh, Debbie, did you? Is it on YouTube?
And those are the right sort of colours.
And you did that with the extruder?
Not with the extruder, but you could use it. You could definitely use it. But those colours of clay are perfect.
How wonderful! Tell me what the show was so I can look at it on YouTube.
It was just the designer inspiration on Wednesday.
Wednesday's designer inspiration. Oh my gosh. Please can I take one of these home, Kirsty? Because I'm just thinking with the children over Christmas, actually, once Christmas is over, you've still got about 10 days, haven't you, before they go back to school? And if you need to be at home to tidy up, you need to do something with the children. Look what Debbie's got. Can I go and get it? Oh my gosh, Debbie. Oh, I love it. Oh, Debbie, are you selling these? Kids would love these on their mobile phones.
They would, yeah.
Max has got an iPod.
You think how many hundreds of those you can make from those packs of clay?
No. Kirsty made cupcakes and they went like, this is made from polymer clay. I love this. You could do a turkey dinner, couldn't you? I love this. Doll's house food. And what about doll's house furniture? You could do that, little armchairs. People go quick. My grandma's mad about doll's houses.
That's what we did on Wednesday.
Oh, Debbie, I love it. Do you know, my kids would love this. Little horses Mia would do to put on her phone. Do you know, though, things like this, little horses, little carrots. Now, I'm going to take the children to Olympia this year, and they will buy things like this for about £5 for their friends.
Oh, yeah, even little handbag charms.
Oh, my gosh.
So you can do all sorts of things with kids,
can't
you?
Can you do me 2 ponies? I'll buy them off you.
Ponies? I'll try. I'll try.
I need them, sorry. Can I grab the other ones? I've got to show you. You've got to be on the phone lines for this bundle. It's absolutely... I'm running to you. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Why do I make those whooping parent noises? As soon as you become a mother, why do you start doing that?
I don't know.
What is that about? Look at this pizza. Oh my gosh, the boys would love this. Pizza. This is my favourite. Look at this. Oh my gosh, Debbie. Oh, Debbie, I love it. Oh. Now I'm doing. How did you do this? How did you do this here?
Oh,
Was it with the?
You have to watch, won't you?
I'm going to do it.
Translucent clay.
I want to eat it. The stippling around the edge is done with a toothbrush. I'm just hearing. Is that right?
Yeah.
You're so clever. Look at this. Now I'm doing a great big hamper for Mia and her very best friend, full of all the things they love for their Christmas presents. Because suddenly, I'd love these in there. I would love them. I'm going to buy stuff off Debbie. Amazing. Amazing. I love it.
I just thought it's nice to do something for the children, to give ideas for parents ready for Christmas.
You've given me. I love. You're so clever. Polymer clay is such a wonderful, wonderful medium. Everybody loves it. Now Liz went on what they called a polyday rather than a holiday because they went on polymer clay weekend. Polyday. Use your clay. Take your extruder too. If you took a holiday, time to make a skit in a blend. Now you've got to check out baskets. We've got very small amounts of stock left of that one. Oh, I do love polymer clay. It's so clever. Gemma Crow likes a bit of polymer clay as well, doesn't she? Now, if you don't mind, Kirsty, I think it's time for this huge, gorgeous strand of fuchsia banded agate that I need in a necklace. Look at that. Don't you reckon that's ace? I didn't iron this top though, which you'll notice when you get really close, because the little, sorry. Shouldn't have pointed it out. Look at that colour. It's sumptuous, isn't it? It's a lovely glass of cranberry juice. I love that. I love cranberry juice. Bit of raspberry in there as well. Lovely. That's what that's reminding me of. It's got that beautiful femininity about it. But it's not bright pink. It's not in your face pink. It's not child pink. It's a very adult pink, isn't it? It is. It is adult pink. I love it. Do you know, look how glossy these are. They're beautiful. I just want to make a double stretchy. Now, they are big rounds, and ordinarily we give you a strand like this for what, $8.95 if it was in 12 mil rounds. Now, these are between 15 and 16 mil. There's a very slight gradient on them. I'm going to count them actually, because I think, do you know what? I actually think these would make lovely rings. A big pink, adult pink, deep pink ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 of these. I do think they would make a wonderful ring. Let me show you. You do know what I mean by adult pink though, don't you? There you go. Yeah, I mean, you can see that from there. It's like we gave you Play-Doh for grown-ups, now we're giving you pink for grown-ups. I love it. I think that's gorgeous. I think the thing is with strands like this, you can keep it simple. You don't have to outstretch yourself. And because there's been a lot of emphasis on JFK at the moment, it's sort of rekindled our love for Jacqueline Onassis and her wonderful, wonderful attire. The jewellery she had, the clothing she had. She started off the twin set trend, didn't she? She was wonderfully stylish. You know, Victoria Beckham, I think, has got nothing on Jacqueline Onassis, and apparently Michelle Obama is absolutely obsessed with her. I just think she was a very elegant lady. She did start the first lady trend, didn't she? And I actually think Kate Middleton sort of got that for us. And I actually look at a strand like this, and they're the kind of ladies I think about. And you know how obsessed I am with Kate Middleton? I am obsessed with her. I want to be her. Have a look. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at the facets. Look at the way they sparkle. Do you know what? They're so glossy, they almost look like they're wet. Do you know what I mean? That's how glossy they are. They look like they've been filmed underwater. It looks like lip gloss. It looks like Kate Moss's gorgeous, shiny lip gloss. A big juicy tube kiss. They are that. They are juicy. They are bursting with gloss. I think these will be stunning with silver, stunning with gold. Doesn't matter what you put them with, they're going to look incredibly beautiful. Sumptuous. Now, I could give you this strand for $12.95, but I'm not going to. I could give you this strand, by the way, listen to this, for $9.95, but I'm not going to. If you're shopping on the phone lines, I need you on the phone now. If you don't like the price tag, put the phone down, it's not a problem. But if you see the price tag and you think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna buy 3 of these, the opportunity could be taken away from you. I don't want that to happen. JOGP81 is your item code. These range between 15 to 16 mil. They're absolutely huge, and they are not $9.95. They are indeed, my darling jewellery makers, all for you at just £6.95. Isn't that incredible value? Can you believe you're getting much change from £10 from these? But you are, maybe enough to buy a nice bottle of wine to go with it. And then you can join Linda and Lucy on the Little Black Dress Show. 0800 644 655 is a free phone number if you're dialing from your UK landline. You can get involved with us on the Webulous. It's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Everybody gets to enjoy the benefits of our extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January 2014. It really is wonderful to have your company here today, jewellery makers, and at just $6.95 I think you are getting some of the very best value we've seen. Wow, you love those, so do I. Good grief. Number 9, my lord, number 9. Now, yesterday we gave you a similar bundle with your cord and it sold out like that. So if you want it again, here it is. Lovely cubes. Now cubes, except there's something a little bit more high end about this one. Cubes are wonderful for ladder weaving. They're great if you bought yesterday your macrame, not macrame, your Kumihimo disc. your Akuma Mahimo disc, because it's great for that. But look how they sit next to each other. Look at that table luster. And I do like placing them next to one another. Then I'm going to give you, and this is the exact strand that I was calling her Sarah Elfin now instead of Elvin, because it is Christmas. So we should always change our names, like when the Simpsons do it for Halloween. Now, you have got there your rounds. If you saw Sarah's jewellery yesterday, you will have seen a beaded Kumahimo piece. This is the strand she used, but we didn't have it yesterday to give to you. Here it is right now. Now, you have got, look at this citrine. It's beautifully rich, absolutely stunning. Wow, Sue does it again with the most glorious design coming from these strands. Absolutely remarkable. She's used my favourite tool, the Wags Y-Cone as well. When are we getting the Wags Y-Cone back? This is stunning. That's what I mean about squares. They make structured pieces. If you have a look at this tassel, this is so Egyptian. It's so Egyptian. This is very Tutankhamun, isn't it? I love it. You know, with the... Can you imagine? They did actually wear jewellery anyway, the chaps in the Egyptian times, didn't they? Max is studying him at the moment, which is why I'm referencing Tutankhamun, King Tut. Look at that. I think this is absolutely glorious. Look at what you can create. Now this design will go on the page, won't it? Together with the, so if you want to look at it, if you're thinking, it should already be on the website, I think this is absolutely stunning. Now didn't Sue come in on one of your workshops the other day, Debbie? Was it you?
She did, yes.
Isn't she wonderful? And I thought she was in accounts.
Yeah.
I said, what are you doing down here? You're supposed to be upstairs fiddling with numbers.
Yes, I'm so funny.
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought she was in accounts.
No.
Now this is just a glorious trio. I love this. You've got to have it. And Debbie, these are your colours.
They are my colours. And I just think they're so beautiful and fresh and clean and just sunshine. It makes you think of next year. We haven't gone through the winter yet. But it does cheer you up when you see those sorts of colours, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
You could put those with garnets,
yes.
And it would go.
That's right.
They could sort of make it more rich. You could put them with clear stones and make it look more summery.
Yeah.
You could put greens, you could put purples. There's so many colours you can put with that.
Isn't there? Oliver just said, that citrine is kicking off loads of light. And it is. My gosh, look how long this strand is as well. That is a beautiful strand. Look at the clarity. It's glowing almost. Look at the reflection on the desk. Oh my gosh, it's golden. It's golden, isn't it beautiful? You'd make a beautiful star pendant out of that, wouldn't you? I love it. Look at that for clarity. That's what it's all about. Now, you've got the cubes in there. I am extremely obsessed with cubes because they make wonderful, wonderful clusters. Headpin clusters, perfect. They are brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant for ladder weaving. Brilliant for ladder stitching, if you're doing freehand stitching. They're great to put in earrings. They're wonderful charms. Actually, Debbie, you could use a cube in incorporation with that wonderful fruity tooty bracelet that you made that I am in love with. I wish we could just take Debbie Bolford home, put her in the cupboard with a load of polymer clay, like Rapunzel, not Rapunzel, like Rumpelstiltskin, and tell her to create. Look at this. Look at what's on my hand. Because wouldn't this go really beautifully? Club Tropicana drinks are free. That's what that makes me think of. And who doesn't want to think of George Michael on a Friday? MZGC83 is your item code. A pop of colour. I don't know why I went so high by a pitch. And what about a price pop? $10.95. You've got. Would you pay that for the citrine? Would you? Because I would. Because it is that gorgeous, isn't it? I would. You think about citrine jewellery out there. Half the stock of this is gone already. If you want to come and grab, get yourself dial in 0800 644 655. You can do it in a webby way. All the W's.JewelleryMaker.com. I love today. We have got so many amazing pieces. We've got lots of text massages. I wish we could actually have a massage. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Have we had text? No. Your boss got you all massages once. What a lovely boss. Okay. if you would like to text us in, we are keeping interactive today, so tweet us, get involved on Facebook. If you would like to get involved in today's show, here's how you can do it. 60777, make sure you put James Studio on your message. Otherwise it'll go to who knows, Lynn Jinks next door. She likes a text message, she might reply, I don't know. Now, let's read out. Morning all, Jenny. Morning all, and Jenny, make a naughty pig out of polymer clay. Yes. Let's make hashtag pig out of polymer clay. And that was from beautiful Christina in Staffs. Jenny, just brought back a long lost memory. I used to collect rubbers as a small boy. Yes, I did that too, to smell them. I used to do that. I used to smell them. Every time I went on holiday, I would buy a new rubber. As a small boy. One day I took my massive collection to school. During break time, the plastic bag they were in broke and they all fell on the floor, and all the kids stole them and kicked them on the floor. No! A small piece of me died that day. Get polymer clay, make it all right. Make it all right. Kids are horrible. They're horrible, aren't they? The reason it's called Black Friday is because many retailers record their highest profits. Love from Sylvia in Rochester. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Today is called Black Friday because it's the busiest shopping day of the year, so most businesses would end their day of trade in the black. It's also my birthday today. Woohoo! So pleased to see Jenny on the air. Thank you. My favourite presenter, pay you later. And my favourite designer, Debbie Belford, on air on my birthday. Perfect. It doesn't say who that's from, and I want to wish you a happy birthday. I do have your phone number. Oh, hang on. I can see your email. Phone her. Amanda Smith. Happy birthday, Amanda Smith. I'm hoping that's you because I've got your email here. Happy birthday, Amanda Smith. Mwah. Right, hi Jenny and Debbie. Hope your piggy is going to like his new home. I think he's going to. He's going with other lady pigs, which is where he needed to be. Because he was going for lady dogs, or actually just any dog, which wasn't good. Can you ask Debbie how she went on with the tartan dog's tooth clay? I'm interested to know, from Jean Halliwell. Good morning, Jean, darling. Near Chatsworth House, Jenny. Ooh, near Chatsworth House, darling.
Yes, I did get round to doing it at about 9 o'clock last night. It doesn't make up a proper tartan because it hasn't got the stripes in it. As I said on the show on Wednesday, if you've had my email address from the call centre, if you would send me an email, I'll then write to you direct, because I can tell you where there is instructions for a proper tartan. Because the dog's tooth check doesn't actually give a proper tartan, it just gives a square of red and a stripe. So if you want to contact me, or on the JewelleryMaker guest designer Debbie Balford page, just go onto the
Facebook. That's the easiest way, actually.
Yeah, and then I'll get in contact with you direct. I did try it last night, and it didn't look like a proper tartan. I'm being on today, obviously I haven't been able to email you because I'm on here.
Where there's a will, there's a way, Debbie B.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Keep those text messages coming. We will be reading out your tweets. Do go and check out hashtag #AngryPig, who is trending on the tweets right now. We want to hear your comments. You can follow me at Genevra, JENEVRA. You can follow JewelleryMaker. Do follow JewelleryMaker at @jewellery_maker. Are you on Twitter, Debbie? Are you a tweeter?
No, I'm not.
Are you a tweeter? Oliver,
No.
you're a tweeter. What's your tweet? At Ollie Campion, like champion, but without the H. And at Talking On. Ollie, you've had ever such a lot of comments on my Facebook page, on my presenter page, about your album. If you want to go and check out Ollie's album, you can have a look at my presenter page. Now, I've got to let you know that the kit I've got today is fantastic for many reasons. First and foremost, for me, I love suede. It smells amazing. I love the smell of leather. I know I'm weird. I know I am. I know. But my house is full of aromas, Oliver. I've got library scented candles in one room. They're amazing. I was raised by hippies. Yes, it's true. It is. I was. It's beaded curtains was my childhood. Where's your mum in the kitchen? Out of one beaded curtain, in through another. You'd be like, Mum, for God's sake, why? Anyway, let's have a look. We didn't have TV when we grew up. We just had music. A lot of the Doors and the Beatles and the Kinks. I grew up with the Kinks, I think. Now, anyway, you have got a bit of Led Zeppelin. You have got the most amazing. Sorry, I'm supposed to be talking about the colour, not the smell. Sorry, I am weird. I absolutely love this because it's great for chaps jewellery. You can plait it, you can put it in your shoes with a bead. It looks great with those wrap-aroundy, roundy bracelets. You know what I mean? That's the technical. A wrap-aroundy, roundy bracelet. You should know what that is, a wrap-aroundy, roundy bracelet. Tie it up like a button. I said a roundy because I tied it round 3 times. It's all about being descriptive, Kirsty. If I'd have just said a roundy bracelet, people would have not known what I meant. And now you all know what I mean, don't you? She's got the giggles today. Now, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 colours, 10 gorgeous colours. Oh gosh, it's not just about the suede cord. By the way, if you're thinking, what's this kit thing? What is kit? What is kit? I love lamp. A kit. A kit, not Knight Rider. It's not the car on Knight Rider. Here at JewelleryMaker, when I bring you a kit, I bring you everything to start. You get everything, look, everything. You get your findings, plus your findings. I'll show you the jewellery in a minute. The gemstones in a minute. You don't need anything, but you can start jewellery making as soon as you get this home because you could just make stretches first of all. And then if you want to do other bits, you get the little tools to cramp down your crimp beads. Now, I'm going to give you, I absolutely adore these colours. They remind me, have you ever been to like Cornwall and the quite expensive parts where they sell all that kind of more modern art rather than the older style of the crashing waves and whatnot? These are what the colours remind me of, that kind of the contemporary artists of Cornwall. That's what this kit should be called. Now, aren't these glorious? Aren't they beautiful? Look at the different tones in the blues. Oh, look, see, that's like a seascape right there. Is that a word, a seascape? Yeah, like a landscape, but with sea, yeah? Oh, God, I thought I made that up, but it actually is a word. Brilliant. Now, look at all of these lovely colours. Cabochons that have a sea or landscape on, don't they? Don't they feel like they should be worth so much more? Look at that. Oh, I love all these colours. I just adore this kit. They're all so natural. Look at this. And of course they are. They're real gemstones. Then I'm going to give you the chalcedony. Now, you know what? That chalcedony is such a calming blue. It's such a lie down in the sun and listen to the lawnmowers and the aeroplanes and the laughter of children blue. It's that kind of blue, isn't it? You know what I mean. It's a happy, tranquil blue. I love it. Now, actually, they do say that blue is statistically the world's favourite colour, don't they? Now, I'm going to give you, and this is my favourite, I finished off a Jilly Cooper last night. That was the only thing that could calm me down after the electric shock and the pig. And Jilly does always talk about Prussian blue. If you're a fan of those books, I can't get enough of that woman. Now look at that Prussian blue. Isn't it a descriptive word? Prussian blue, beautiful, expensive. It sounds like it feels good. Prussian blue. It's got that sound of elegance, and that's what these are. Shell pearl. Don't think that shell pearl equals faux pearl, because that is not a correct calculation. Shell pearl is made up of reconstituted pearl. So it could be pearl that just didn't make the grade as jewellery. Maybe it couldn't be drill holed. Maybe it was, a higgledy-piggledy shape and there were no other higgledy-piggledy shapes like it. And so it's crushed down. And then it's pressed back together to form a perfect round pearl. You also get, of course, shell in there as well. So it's always real pearl or elements of real pearl. And you still get that wonderful pearlescence. Now, faux pearl is made up of just basically balls of glue that have then had a pearly paint over them, which are lovely for the one wear that you want to get out of them, but you don't really want to, I mean, they're not special, are they? These are special, they're gorgeous. Then I'm going to give you something that is going to give you such a wonderful little sheen, a minky sheen. Now, all of these together, do you see, that's the sand, isn't it? There's your sea. That's absolutely stunning. Oliver's definitely in favour of the agate there, thinking it's beautiful, and it could be rings. Look, they're like little fingerprints. Absolutely stunning. And do you know, those agates are big. That's your big strand, isn't it? And it's the strand that brings the beige and the blue together. Oliver gave me that. I won't take it as my own. Oliver just said in my ear, that strand brings those beige and that blue together. Wonderful. look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 pendants. This bundle is perfect for soutache, isn't it? And don't forget, I've got all this cord. So actually, if you think to yourself, I can't do soutache. Do you see what Sarah Elvin did with the cord once? She wrapped it around and did something soutachy, but without actually doing soutache. You can go onto our Facebook page and see it was really good. Then I'm going to give you 98 findings. As if all of this wasn't good enough, you've got 98 findings as well. So you've got a whole metre of chain, you've got your ribbon ends with the extended chain, you've got your open jump rings, you've got your crimp beads, your crimp bead covers, your flat donuts. Oh my gosh, I'm going to run out of breath. You've got so much. You've got your silver balls, you've got your nautical clasp, which looks like a ship's helm. You've also got your lobster claw clasp, you've got the toggle clasp in there, 3 pairs of shepherdy hooks, eye pins, head pins, and lots, 98 in total. Absolutely so much that, believe me, I've never run out of findings. Every time I open a bag of findings, there's at least 10 findings in there. If you want to create something with tranquility, something that looks natural, and you've got all these wonderful natural elements to do it, plus the findings, plus the beading materials, you can do it. Not for £30. But for £21.95, if you top this up, you would be paying ever such a lot more. You've got an extended money back guarantee from now. You've got 10 colours in your suede. That's genuine suede. It's not the suede, it's genuine natural suede. I feel very earthy, very close to nature, very much seascapes, I think, is what I'm thinking about with this kit. I just adore it. £21.95 OFG. See, 28. It's called Tranquility, and you can see actually why, can't you? I think it's absolutely stunning. Now, if you thought it was stunning just from looking at the gemstones, there you are. Come on, let's go over here. If you thought it was stunning just from looking at the gemstones, then let's see it in its fruition. Let's have a look at what Debbie's done to this. She's breathed life into her pieces, added all those elements of design, and my gosh, it's all about the colour, and actually the suede together just marries so well.
I love the colours in this kit. I think they're absolutely beautiful.
So do I.
And I like the fact that you've got the matte and the shiny together. I think it complements each other. It's beautiful.
I do love this.
It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, I do. I love suede. It feels great to work with.
And it looks a bit more contemporary if you add the suede into your designs.
Was it easy to clasp?
Yes. Oh gosh, yes.
Because I can see you've used head pins. Do you need to use any glue or anything like that? Will it clutch on?
No, it's fine.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I love the features you've made using the ribbon ends, which you'll see in just a second. Oh gosh, I love that. It's very elegant. It reminds me of ladies that always look immaculate. Do you know what I mean? There's always those girls those ladies in your circle. They always look immaculately turned out, and it's always me with a leaf in my hair. You know, it's one of those pieces of jewellery. I went to pick Max up from school yesterday. He went, "You've got leaves all in your hair." It's like, never mind that, boy, let's go. No, you have got, I love texture. All of this texture is fabulous. How did you do this bracelet? Just not?
That's just the offcuts of when I'd made up bits and pieces. I had some bits left over, and I thought, what can I do with them? So I just tied them onto another piece of suede.
Oh, I love that. It's all full of texture. Yes, it's gorgeous. And then you've got these beautiful earrings and necklaces. Actually, you've made a few sets out of this, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
You've made a lot of jewellery. Did that suede make that?
I've still got some left over, actually. I've still got a couple of the large agates left over.
Have you?
Yes, and 1 or 2 of the pearls.
So those are pendants for you. You could use them within your polymer clay.
Exactly.
You could use them within your soutache.
That's right.
Perfect. Love the plaiting. How many did you want to do?
Well, I used up the rest of the colours. I just thought, well, I've got 6 different colours left. What can I do? And when I went to visit my son in Bristol, we went around some of the markets, and a lot of the teenagers were buying things like this, very bohemian, where it just literally wrapped around their wrist, and I thought, I'll have a go at that.
Like a roundy bracelet.
Yeah, but I've just put a clasp on the back instead.
Lovely as a heck. They've all got their lovely long Jack Willsy hair, haven't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate them for their youth and their beauty and their trendy ways. Do you remember we used to be like that?
Many moons ago.
Did we? Like, do you think girls are so much more beautiful now? There's product available.
No,
don't you?
No, not at all.
Oh, I was a right late developer. Now, You have got such gorgeous element. I know I started from the middle and went that way, and now I'm so sorry, Kerry, that we got these lovely earrings. Which have a look at this actually, because sorry, you know I showed you this piece and it had these lovely elements with the ribbon ends. Have a look at this one, because you've used that alternating, because you've used on one side and t'other with the and t'other. I've always wanted to say that. Now look. See, isn't that? I mean, they're just gorgeous, very boho chic. We got the bracelets. Sorry, Kerry, I'm making you go this way and that way. I'll keep keeping you busy though, kid. Very comfortable, very lightweight. That suede, isn't it?
Yes. And then just a basic necklace on the end, really, just a three-strand weave. Very, very simple to use. Those beautiful agates.
Now, what are you going to show us, lady?
Just the links. I know it's going to be a really quick demo.
So we've seen the links both on this necklace and indeed these earrings. So we're seeing these links. See the link there, the link there. That's what we're doing right now. For $21.95. Be checking out baskets now. We are approaching limited stock. So Debbie, where do we start with this?
Right. First of all, when you get your findings, they will come like this: one with a clasp and one with a chain. So first of all, you need to obviously take off the clasp and the chain before you start.
Okay, so they come like that. We're just going to get a shot of that.
Yeah,
actually.
and these are open jump rings. Okay, so you can open them very easily. They're not solid, so you don't need to sort of cut them or anything. You don't lose any strength.
For anybody out there who's watching for the first time thinking, well, what's a jump ring? Which part of it is the jump ring?
I'll show you. The jump ring is this ring here.
I know there are loads of you that know exactly what a jump ring is.
No, you're quite right. You're quite right. And they're open. So they will come open, very easily, like so.
Fab.
You won't need to cut them to open them.
I always think that when you first start jewellery making, it's not so much the actual jewellery making, it's the terminology that frightens you a little bit, isn't it?
You're quite right, because if you don't know it. No,
Crimp bead? Wax Y-cone?
Well, I haven't seen one of those yet.
No,
I haven't. No, I haven't.
I want a T-shirt. I told you, Mr. Wag, where's my Wags Y-cone T-shirt? I want one.
Let's get you one made, won't we?
Yeah.
So here is the little cord end you're going to be using. Now, I don't know if you can get really close, but on the front of that there's a little spike. See a little spike sticking up?
That always reminds me of Maggie's tooth on The Simpsons when it's Halloween.
That you need to straighten to be able to do the suede, otherwise it will just push it out the way. So you see how I've straightened it, so now you've got the point sticking out?
Was that easy to do?
Oh yes.
Because these are silver on copper, they're still easy to manipulate.
Oh yeah, you can even cut it off if you want to, but just that pushes the suede up. It doesn't
does it help secure the suede when it's in place?
Not really, no. Because the suede is quite bulky.
Yeah,
other cord it does, yes, it'll eat into it, but this is quite bulky and it just pushes it out the way. So you just put your two pieces of suede and hold them with your nail, and just get them even there. And just hold the very, very end with your nail so you know it's nice and secure, and just bend it over the top so you're pulling that quite taut. Squash it together so they're almost touching, and then squash one side with your pliers.
That's my favourite thing to do.
Squash the other.
Are you really applying a lot of tension there?
Yes, yeah. Don't try and squash one side before pulling them together, because the suede will just pop out the other side. It's really frustrating.
Pesky suede.
So try and squeeze it together so it comes together as a V, like I just did, to hold the suede in place, and then you'll be able to do it a lot neater. And that little point will just stick out.
That looks really secure in there now.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it is, absolutely. And these are lovely for links. The very first necklace I made that Linda saw, that got me on the programme, had leather straps like this. I did them in black leather with lots of tassels.
Oh.
And that's one of the first things I ever did. And I just think it works. It just is a different way of putting a link in a necklace.
Now, a lot of people that I'm following on Facebook that have got jewellery maker pages do brow bands, and I've seen a lot of Shambhala brow bands, which is the part that goes across the horse's head. And you need a link that looks just like that to attach it onto the bridle. Yeah. So actually, this would be good because you've got the comfort of suede and you've got exactly what you just did is exactly what I've been. I mean, you can buy the leather ones, but they're very stiff and they don't have movement. I've noticed that they're not, because if you buy a bridle, you buy a quality bridle, but that brow band piece is really stiff.
Move.
This is a better way.
It is, and also if you want to make a bracelet, say if you had just a link round of gems like that, you could just put a piece of cord through, or 2 or 3 pieces of cord if you wanted to, either side, and then that would be your bracelet, and you just put a fixing on the back.
Oh, gorgeous.
Do you know what I mean?
So lightweight then, wouldn't it, as well?
It's nice
so
with wooden beads as well, yes.
Yeah, because you've got that earthy look, haven't you? Yeah, I like that. Thank you, Debbie. Do you know what? Something very simple, but just learning those simple things to put them together. And you know what? As jewellery makers, we never know it all. It could be the simplest of techniques, and you've just learned it for the very first time today. It's wonderful, isn't it? $21.95 for the kit with the 10 cords with those wonderful gemstones. Gosh, we're having a brilliant day today. We have got Debbie's book coming up on its own, not in a bundle, on its own today. We have got some stunning strands. I've got some Russian dioxide, absolutely loads more to come, and lots of interaction from you. Keep those text messages coming. We are going to have a good moment of interaction towards today's show, during today's show even. So keep those tweets coming. We're jewellery_maker. I'm at Ginevra, and you can follow at Ollie Campion as well. Get yourself tweeting. We'll be right back with the Wall of Fame. Oh, Debbie, again, everybody's designs just outdoing us every time.
I know, they are. This is number 366. I love the simplicity of this. This is from Sue in Stoke-on-Trent. Hi, Jewellery Maker. My entry this week is my first few wired gems. Wire, satin cord and gems, all I bought... Sorry, start again, shall I? Wire, satin cord and gems were all bought from Jewellery Maker from Sue in Stoke-on-Trent. That is wonderful. I like that. I just like the simplicity of it, because the gems shine through, don't they?
I like the photography as well. It looks nice how she's done it. Now look at these earrings. I miss those earring findings.
They're beautiful.
Them, aren't they? Aren't they wonderful? And then Post and Butterfly back, my favourite. 361 is from lovely Rain in Salisbury. Hi, the Platinum team at JM Towers. She must have meant us. She must have meant us. Lovely having Lucy back. She didn't mean us. Only managed to see the morning shows this week. No, they are not repeated. Have tried to make the Wall of Fame the last 3 weeks, but haven't heard from friends that I made it. So here goes again. Here are 2 pairs of earrings, all made from JM. You've got the findings, the Larimar ovals, the Amazonite rounds, rose gold plated S hoops. I had in my stash with rose gold plated copper head pins. Mother of pearl hearts. Thanks for all the inspiration and friendliness across the screen. Big hugs, Rain. Rain, gorgeous, and you made it, Rain. You made it, Rain from Salisbury. Number 361.
And this is number 36. What number is that? 363.
Love that.
From Janet. I've made this simple strand pearl necklace made with bright white shell pearls from Kit Pink Pop, with sterling silver findings and spaces from the brass bead stash, all from Jewellery Maker. Just a simple design, which I hope you like. I mean, that is beautiful. It's a shame we haven't got the whole picture. It's our printer.
It was our printer, yeah, I think.
Beautiful.
Look at what I've got. This is a real swan piece, look. And you've got butterflies in there. Oh, I love this. I just adore it. This is so elegant. Number 359 is from Trish in Cheshire, which you have to say slowly, otherwise it all blends into one word. Hi everyone at JM, it is so much fun watching you wonderful presenters. It really makes my day knowing that I'm not the only nut job jewellery maker out there. Well, Trish, you should be feeling pretty sane today. Here is a set that I made after watching the very talented guest designers. It's made up of beautiful clear quartz, 6mm frosted pale pink shell pearls and copper wire, all of course bought from Jewellery Maker. It makes such a big difference when you have the top quality gems and findings to work with. I hope this is good enough for the wall, as I haven't sent anything in for quite a long time. Take care everyone, lots of love from Trish. Trish, gorgeous, love it, well done, beautiful.
It's number 362 from Margaret. This is my first ever Wall of Fame entry.
Oh,
I made
welcome.
it primarily from the Tropical Sea and Texture Treats kit I bought from JM. I've been making jewellery for about 6 months now and I'm loving it. Watching the designers really inspires me. Thank you. Hope you like it. Good luck to all entrants.
Oh, gorgeous. Do you know what? Well done. Only jewellery making for 6 months.
I know.
Fantastic.
Fabulous.
Love the turquoise.
Love
Look at this. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it up close.
Look at the pinks.
They're beautiful. I always say with hearts, if you've got a tag of a heart as your make, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Lovely.
Just to have that as your signature on every piece. It's going under £15. It's absolutely beautiful. And you've got lovely edges to work with. I'm also going to give you the wonderful Deborah Bolford's book. First time on Jewellery Maker by itself. Deborah and I launched this a couple of months ago, didn't we?
We did.
Gosh, it seems like forever
September,
ago
that was. Gosh.
Oh, was it summer?
Well,
we were warm and
yes,
everything.
I know. Yes, we were.
I love this book. It's brilliant. It's actually the best craft book I've ever read. And that I promise you. We'll be back with all these goodies for you after this.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every day at 5 p.m. for our Miss It, Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low, low prices. The Miss It, Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
Join guest designer Laura Binding on our intermediate wirework course. The aim of the course is to enhance your wirework skills and take your designs to the next level. You will learn more advanced weaving and binding techniques, which you can incorporate into your jewellery. The full course includes a selection of gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a copy of the Wirework Tutorial DVD Edition 3, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just £79.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
The new year is fast approaching and we're getting ready to go out with a bang. You can get involved by voting in the annual JM Awards. Check out Facebook from Monday the 25th of November at 10 a.m, where we will release a different voting category each day until December the 6th. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Buying jewellery online from us has just become even easier with our new streamlined checkout service. We've made some little changes to make our website more accessible for all of the different ways you shop online, and now it's even easier using a mobile phone or tablet. Once you have added your items to your shopping basket, you can decide to check out now or save for later. Saving an item for later means you can easily find them in your own time, but don't forget to check back soon, as all our items are selling fast. One of just a few changes that will make buying jewellery from us even easier.
Welcome back, my darling hashtag jewellery makers. We are going to give you Debbie's book momentarily, so do wait. It's coming. Just hold your hold. That was me holding my horse, which you didn't know because I just did a weird sort of mouse action. Now, I'm going to give you that beautiful strand that is just gorgeous. Now, it's so reflective. Now, the great thing about this, not only is it the shape of sentiment, which it is, isn't it? It's the absolute shape of sentiment. I heart this strand. Do you get what I did there? I heart this strand. I heart it. Yeah, I love it. Have a look. Have a look at the have a look at the luster. Look at that pink. Look at that gold. They are going They are going under £15, what Kirsty's telling me. Now, this was a new strand. It wasn't yet in the building when I came to air, so we didn't know whether we were definitely going to be able to do it. I went and did my makeup. When I came back, here it was. Happy days. Now, have a look at the edges of these hearts, because how many of us need a nice deep edge that is straight, not domed, because perhaps we're going to put other mediums up against it. Maybe if you're going to do the polymer clay soutache and you want a heart-shaped bead, look at the nice thickness that you've got there. Maybe you like to put lots of little seedy beads over the edge. You've got a nice thick edge to do that. Maybe you want to encase it in wire. You've got a nice thick edge for it. Definitely could prong set these, couldn't you, in your own prongs? Now, the colours that are coming off these are absolutely mystifying. Is that a word? Yes, it is now. They're mystical. They are absolutely majestic and gorgeous. Look at them. You've got petrol blues and the most stunning pinky purples. You've got gold in there. Imagine these just dangling gorgeously off a pair of earrings, and I wouldn't just be able to have one, I'd have to have loads of them. It's definitely one of those strands that you want to go dancing wearing. It's one of those cocktail dress strands. It's one of those, you go into our winter ball, it's one of those strands you're going to make the most beautiful accessories with. I'm thinking charm bracelets, I'm thinking earrings, I'm thinking Debbie Bolford style tassels, I'm thinking these will make wonderful key rings, but you want to wear them. I would definitely get 2 of these strands if I were you. Hearts, if you are selling your jewellery on, are that gemstone that's going to offer your customers the opportunity to buy something that's sentimental. You know, when you're buying for your mum or your daughter or your sister or your best friend, it could be your sister-in-law, anyone you love. Maybe it's your dear, dear friend that lives with you, like me and Alice, and who had a strange day yesterday. Maybe it's somebody that's close to you that you just want to, give them a pair of earrings or something, just maybe a little gesture. Do you know those little gestures sometimes that, my friend sent me a tea bag in the post the other day, which I really loved because she said, I miss our cup of teas, so I've sent you a tea bag. And it didn't mean, it was a tea bag, but it meant so much. It didn't mean, it wasn't expensive, but it was not, it was just, that was so cute. I thought it was a really sweet gesture. And you know what? You can make really sweet gestures with things like hearts, flowers, tea bags. It's amazing what yes, chocolate. Yes, Kirsty, I do suspect that Rachel bought chocolates, may have eaten them before she sent them. Now, I've got this whole strand for you, and these do make perfect cufflinks for the groom as well, it's got to be said. So if you're thinking about getting the One for the Chaps DVD, I'd definitely pop this one in your collection as well, because it's the day that the groom can wear hearts. And these also make nice 4-leaf clovers, don't they? They do. If you wings, absolutely. Well, no, it would be a 6-leaf clover actually, wouldn't it? Would it? No, because they are shamrocks of that shape. I do like a good luck charm. Do you know, in my local town, there's a little place, and they were doing charm bracelets that meant something. They were on cards, just like Gemma's wish bracelets, okay? And they were sending a wish, they were sending a kiss, and it's things you send out in a post that would go good luck, sympathy, all these different pieces of jewellery with little cards on them. I thought they were amazing. They were £15. Just a stretchy bracelet on. I don't even know what it was actually. I think it was a little plastic beads, but with a little silver plated charm. 15 quid, and it was a bracelet.
Gosh, I wonder if you could use a tiny little quartz or something on the top of the heart, and that'd be the body of like a little angel. Do you know what I mean? Little head.
I do know exactly what you mean.
Really pretty.
I love making gemstone angels. Angela, the lady that does our business thing, started off doing that, didn't she? Yeah. Making things for good luck and wishes and sentiments. Actually, sentimental things. Let me talk to you as me being a customer. When I walk into a shop, I am drawn straight to something with a bit of sentiment behind it. Because if you are buying as a gift, you want it to mean something. You want your friend to go, oh. And it doesn't have to be expensive. And this is why I bought up that tea bag, because it's about the sentiment behind it. CRG P53. The sentiment is most certainly here on the strand. You've got a big carat weight, you've got gorgeous colour, you've got those nice thick edges to work with as jewellery makers. We've got opportunities to just wrap a head pin through, make a loop and put it on the chain that you bought yesterday. CRG P53 is your item code. It doesn't matter what colour metals you use with these, it's going to go. And just for... Why did you tell me under 15? $7.95. You're a little monketta. Your little manchetta, £7.95. It's a fantastic price tag. Well done to everybody who's already got these. Now, you were shopping on the web before I gave you the price tag. You knew about it, so already approaching half the stock has gone. If you're shopping on the phone lines today, my advice to you is to pick up that receiver and dial 0800 644 655. Do not miss out on this beautiful strand. I love these. We don't see many of them. I think they're great. They make beautiful wings if you're making little angels or little fairies. They're gorgeous with the deep colours. Maybe they're going to be a charm if you're thinking about getting Debbie's challenge and putting lots of these as a charm. How stunning are those deep colours together? What about, oh, Kirsty says put them with that fuchsia. Oh gosh, do you see how it just picks up the colour of whatever you put next to it? Isn't it just incredible for that? I love it.
Strands. Yeah, I was going to say with those
I'm just
strands,
going for that. Yeah, I just thought
beautiful.
Oh my gosh, they're perfect. They've got every tone.
Yep, gorgeous.
Oh, I love them. Do you love hearts? Do you love working with hearts?
I do love hearts, and I don't know what it is about hearts. People are just drawn to them when you have a craft fair. Yeah. As you said, they are completely drawn to hearts and flowers. Hearts in particular, actually. I think they're stunning.
Was that the ox phone, similar to the bat phone? What did the commissioner say? We can take a cheeky pound off this.
Wow.
Cheeky, cheeky. Oh my gosh. Cheeky, cheeky. We're going to give you, oh, don't worry if you've already got this, you will not have your card debited with the full amount, it will be changed. So don't worry. So you're not paying, so you're going to pay £6.95 for this strand. It isn't bad. Can I count them? Is that all right? Thank you, thank you. I might be here a while, mind, because you know, everybody be silent and don't do that thing where you put random numbers in my head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. 44. 44. I was a little bit pleased with myself then, wasn't I? Yay, I counted. 44 hearts is what you're getting on your strand. £6.95. They're only 15p each. 16. Well, you know I didn't work that out myself. I'm not very good at the math. Look at that. I had to write Mia an excuse not to do her homework. Do you know what it was? Sorry, Mia didn't do her homework. We were chasing our pet pig. And Mia went, why have you put that? She's not going to believe that. I went, but it's the truth. Now, I'm going to leave those graphics in. We have still got stock available for you. Let me tell you about the wonderful Vicky Carr and her fabulous jewellery making awards that she will be announcing on New Year's Eve. Now, the JM Awards are up now for the vote, and today's is Best Strand. Strand of Distinction, Collector's Choice, or Cut Collection. Go and make your vote on our Facebook page. If you're not following our Facebook page, on the search bit, put Jewellery Maker, and it's the one that comes up with our logo. We got loads of followers, like thousands, haven't we? Thousands and thousands of followers. Over 16,000 followers, so likes even. So go and click to like that and you can vote that way. You can go on our website, allthews.jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget, interactive day-to-day is what we're having. Now, with all of that said, I want to talk to you about a very talented lady named Lady Deborah Bolford, who I have the pleasure of having with me today. Now, Debbie and I in September launched her book. Now, Debbie Bolford's book has been very, very, very popular throughout the UK. It's the best craft book I've ever read, and I have got my copy at home. I believe that it is totally and utterly foolproof, and you can follow it. And what I love about this is that it's got a sort of grace about it. It's very elegantly put together. The photography is wonderful, and every piece of jewelry you just want to create. What I found with a lot of craft books is it seems like they've been photographed in classrooms or something, you know. This is elegant. It really gets your juices flowing as far as designs are concerned. Debbie also works really hard to make sure that the explanations for the instructions are not over-worded. which I really liked. I don't know whether you did that on purpose, Debbie, but I did notice that, because sometimes you get so much information, you have to go back to the start again to just go through, hang on a minute, you know, and you didn't do that. It's simple and it's precise.
Yeah, I have a real thing about craft books that I'm terrible, because I don't read the words. I just literally open up and I follow the pictures, and I know so many people who do craft who do the same, who really don't want to read the words, they just want to see what they want to do. So there are, as far as words are concerned, there aren't that many words in there, they're just all, there's a lot more pictures.
It's very methodical, actually. It's all about the method of it. And what I love is that before you get kicking off, you explain the different tools that you need, and that's really important, because a lot of craft books are just assuming that you've got them, and assuming that, well, actually, not just that, it's assuming you know what these things are. You know, whereas with you, you're explaining what they are. You're telling us why I need them. That I love too. And then we work towards adding different elements on, and finishing touches and texture sheets and the tools that you need, all the information about how to purchase them. And then we move on to our first project, the Colours of the Rainbow. Now, talking about making canes that do the witchetty grubby kind of effect that I love. It's one of my favorite things to do. Making stunning beads like this. And let's show you actually what Deb is talking about. It's words and pictures, which is my favorite thing, but not just one picture, which is often with craft books you find one picture and then reams of information. I think this is the best, easiest way to learn, and it really is fabulously worded. I promise you, with my hand on my heart, this is the best craft book I have ever read. Now, you have got, see, that's one project. Now, look on the next one. You have got so many. I'm just going to find you my favourite one. You need to get on the phone lines for this, because we're very, 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 very busy, and you are all, oh my gosh, where's my favourite one? I love so many of these. There it is. Look at that. Do you see what I mean about the photography? I mean, not only do I want to make it, I want to wear it. You know, it's so elegant. You are going to create, doesn't that look like a power shell from far away? Amazing. The photography was very, very important to you, wasn't it, Debbie?
Yes, I had a lot of it done by a professional photographer, and then I bought myself a camera and just taught myself how to use it in the end, because I wanted to do more and more and more pictures, and it was just time-wise. So in the end, most of the photographs in there are not the instructions, not the how-to instructions, but the other photographs. A lot of them are mine. I just wanted to show as many photographs as I possibly could. But it's not a craft book just of polymer clay. I looked everywhere on the shelves before I did this to try and find a book that wasn't just showing you with the polymer clay how to do that pendant or that bead. I wanted to show how to do the whole thing, because quite often I would see a nice bead in a book but actually wanted to do the rest of the necklace as well, and no instructions of how to do what I could see on that page. So this is a project book. So each piece of jewellery you'll make from start to finish. That's the beading, that's the chainmail in between, that's everything. Every single bit you'll be able to do. Everything you see on the front cover, you'll be able to do that whole necklace, not just the polymer clay bit.
And that is a major, major tick, because a lot of pieces, remember, you can do the whole project. We have never given you this book on its own without being part of a bundle before. Half the stock has been allocated already. Look at this necklace on the back as well. Who's this beautiful, sexy lady? Now, get yourself on the phone lines now, because I do believe we are going to sell out of this book today. Make sure you are there. There is a queue, I know, but if you join it now, you're joining just a 2-minute queue. 800 644 655. If you're online, you must check out baskets, because just told me in my ear, 50% of the stock of this has gone and sold out. The first time on Jewellery Maker without it being in a bundle. You've asked for it, we're delivering. PWD B33, you still get that extended money back guarantee. Here is the perfect Christmas gift this year. Limited stock at £12.95. You are getting such an incredible, incredible deal. If you've got an open basket today, you won't pay any extra P&P at all. Grab your polymer clay at the same time. Buzzing, busy on the phone lines. It's wonderful to have your company here today. Send us a text and let us know how long have you been waiting? We've gone limited. How long have you been waiting for your polymer clay book? Now, don't forget, it's not just polymer clay, like Debbie said. She shows you how to mix what gemstones, findings, use other. You can see here a lovely gemstone cluster. So it's a project, jewellery project book, including and being influenced by, of course, polymer clay. We take you step by step. I say we, I mean Debbie, of course. Step by step, what findings work with what pieces, what gemstones go with what colours, how to mix this colour into that colour to make this bead, how to do this witchetty grub. Incredibly limited stock now. Do check out, but how many have I got left, Kirsty? Incredibly limited. Debbie, any last words from you that we haven't touched on with the book? Let me know everything. I want to know everything.
Not really. I'm very proud of the fact that a lot of the designers, international designers, have very, very kindly let me use their pictures in the back of the book. Very proud of that fact, and thank you very much to everybody who has done that. And also there are some of our designers in the back of that book as well, because if it wasn't for Jewellery Maker, I wouldn't be doing this. So thank you to Jewellery Maker for letting me do this. But there's things from Gemma and
there's
Linda
Sheila there.
and Sheila.
Linda here.
And Rachel Norris.
Laura
and
Binding.
There's loads of people. And
Lady
Natalia
Crow.
And everybody.
Rachel Norris, and she's got some polymer clay in there as well.
Has, yeah.
Let me see, who else have we got? Natalia Coleman, someone called Hannah Oxbury, not sure who she is. We've got
Donna Cato, who I'm very proud
Donna
of. She let me
Cato.
have her picture.
Now, Kirsty's going mad. Donna Cato is a goddess.
Yeah, she's just absolutely wonderful. Anyone who does polymer clay will know Donna Cato, and I'm so proud that she let me have her picture in my book. Thank you so much.
She's behind you, Debbie Bolford, you know. And you've got Debbie Carlton in there as well. There's lots of reference. What does the fox say?
And actually, Alison Gallant, who's got the blue necklace on the same page, she's the lady that runs Polydays that you keep talking about.
Alison Gallant's Polydays. Polyday. Beehive necklace. Oh, gorgeous. So that's Alison Gallant. So you could go and have a little bit of a research on these people. Debbie Polford. Debbie Bolford, not Debbie Polyford. Although I'm going to change your name. Debbie Polford.
Dear.
It's a fusion. Name fusions are cool, aren't they? Like Oliver, if you fusioned your name with your wife's name, I came up with this the other day, you'd have a child called Violet, wouldn't you? Yeah. See like what I did there? Vicky and Oliver, Violet. Just drop things. I've just dropped things. Right, now, you do need to be quick. We are limited stock of Debbie's because if I've got some left, I will return to that later on today. For now, can we do some swell again? Now, Debbie, have you had some to prepare with already or not?
No.
We're going to give it to her afterwards, and then we'll pop back later, because you do need to prepare. Now, you know that in my house we have many green knobs, because I do, yes, I love verdigris, and I have done verdigris furniture knobs, obviously. Yes, on my drawer. We bought an old chest of drawers. Sorry, didn't you know I was talking about Swelligan? We've bought an old chest of drawers, which was a little bit battered, and I had to sand it down and all of this stuff. And I thought I want some really interesting drawer knobs on there. So we did. We put verdigris on them. Yeah, my mum's into things like that. My mum's into what's it called when you stick bits of paper all over everything?
Decoupage.
Decoupage mad, that woman. She decoupaged a whole wooden chair. She's mad on it. My mum's really into stuff like that, always has been. And she helped me do my knobs. Now, you get with this, the metal coating in the brass. Now, what Swelligant does, it's just the most amazing thing. And honestly, we need more and more demos with Swelligant, because you can Swelligantize, which is a new word, a leaf in your garden. Something that you found, a shell, or something that you found on the beach from a special memory, a special holiday. It could be anything. It's almost freezing it in time when you do things like leaves, but you can driftwood, anything like that. I just love it, and it makes things look aged, shabby chic. If you love the shabby chic look, you will go crazy for this. If you consider yourself a fan of steampunk, you will go crazy for this.
That's Swelliganted.
Swelligantized. Now this is Swelligantized polymer clay, isn't it?
Yes, just scrap clay.
Look how wonderful it is. And this is another thing, can make your scrap clay go further. It really does look amazing on drawer knobs and things like that. It does. I can't, now doesn't that look metallic? And that's all about the Swelligant. You can also make things look oxidized with this. So you can make it look a little bit medieval. I've always said this to you, Debbie, haven't I? I blinking love this stuff.
I know.
I love it. Well, I love anything. That shabby chic thing is right. I love it. I love that whole age thing. I love the old cottage style. And that's what it is, isn't it? It's very Kirsty Allsop, darlings, very Kirsty Allsop. Now, you've got the iron metal coating, so it gives that iron look. And if you look at the seahorse on the front, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So you've got that lovely little seahorse there. And then you've got the brass effect. Now Debbie's going to talk us through exactly how to do all of this. Then you've got your, I'll give you the prep in a minute. Then you've got your patina, and this is in Tiffany green. I love it. That's my favourite. That verdigris look. I love it. Tiffany green. Do you want it? Oh, you do, don't you? Just look around you right now. Look around your room. Look at that chest of drawers. How long has it been looking like that? Everything, literally everything. You can just look at that picture frame. How long have you had that for? How long does it look like that? Change it. Change it. Looks amazing. Amazing. Every time you go into your kitchen and you open your drawer. Every time you go to get your socks out and you open your drawer. Change it. It looks amazing. Not just that. If you love those the rustic key designs, it's about jewellery, it's about fashion, it's about home accessories, it's about taking something that you could have got from a pound shop and making it look like you've got it from a shabby chic vintage shop. It's about making things look more expensive. It's about making things look antique and aged and wonderful. Have you ever been to a reclamation yard and seen all those wonderful statues, and have you ever seen the price tag on them and thought, I wish I had £600 to spend, but I don't? But it's nice to go and get a little bit of inspiration, actually. Maybe find old watch parts and you can Swelligantize those. Maybe you've seen that done already. You're going to love this because you can work this into both your jewellery making, your paper crafts, your haberdashery, whatever crafty senses you've got. You can use Swelligant in some way, I believe, if you're using wire. Now, if you're using E-coated pieces, use the prep. Make sure you use the prep, because E-coating puts up a fight against this. It wants to protect everything, the E-coating. Now, you also get the prep, which is here. So that's great for anything that's been coated or glossed or anything like that. If you defy the gloss, then if you like gloss, I could stand out. Just use your prep. It makes life a million times easier. Otherwise, it will resist the Swelligant. Swelligant wants to stay there. It wants to last, and it does. Believe me. As soon as you put your clear Swelligant over the top, for your little sealants. Now, there are online tutorials on how to use this. Information is on each pot. The little website tutorials, the information is on each pot. Of course, Deb is here today to help us. You've got everything you need. Now, this is the perfect whole kit. We've given you these separately, but if I'm honest with you, you need the whole lot. Because once you do one piece, and it is as simple as taking something so crazy, so random that you've got there now, right there in front of you right now, you could have something sat on your side that you can Swelligant. You've got every single look. We're going to come back to this later with a demonstration. I'm going to give it to Debbie now. GZG C01 is your item code. Get yourself involved. 0800 644 655, all the W's.JewelleryMaker.com. It's under £20. Can I just tell you that a tiny bit of this goes super far. Super far. These are normally £6.95 each. And if you're watching now and you're paper crafty, if you're watching now and you're into your home improvement crafty things, any kind of craft, these are perfect for. Now, Debbie Bolford sourced these herself from America. You sourced these from America?
I did, from Canada actually, I think.
Oh, Canada, that's different, isn't it? A boat. I used to go there every month, and it's the way they say about. A little bit Scottish.
Oh, really?
That's how you tell the difference.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Now, Lady DB, I'm going to give these to you, and you are going to use them, and then we're all going to fall in love with it, and then we're all going to get our Swelligans out, and then literally everything. The cat, if you're listening, cat, you're not safe. Nothing is safe from the clasps, the clutches of Swelligans. Because you look and you think, you'd look good in a verdigris. Now, don't use it on the cat, obviously, although the temptation will be there. I'm going to take this, I'm going to run. Trot, trot, trottity, trot, trot, trot. There you go. Debbie,
Thank you very much.
I'm going back now.
Okay.
Oh. Wake and shake. We don't do that here, do we? That's what they do in the playgrounds now. You wait, Kirsty, when you drop your daughter off next September, you have to stay in the playground and do wake and shake. And it's always reach for the stars. And if you're staying in the playground, parents, you have to join in. Otherwise, get out. And your kids look at you like, please don't leave. Now, I've got for you. Wake and shake, it's brilliant. Didn't do that in the 80s. Now, look, that's what's wrong with us all, you see. Not enough wake and shake. Look at these. The colours. This is going to go so well with Debbie's challenge. Now, you have got the sparkliest little lavender amethyst, which I'm going to show you first. Aren't those pretty? How gorgeous are those? I do love the sparkle on these, and actually I'm thinking if you bought these, they'll look great in between. I'm also thinking if you bought the Heart of Hearts, they're stunning. What about that Garnalicious? That is Garnalicious, isn't it? Look at that. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But Debbie's challenge will go really well with this, look. I meant early bird. Isn't that lovely? That's early bird delicious. Now, I'm also actually, this is a little bit controversial, I know. Oh yes. How gorgeous is that? Now you also get, as you will have seen, your flat coins. Now these, are we all obsessed with, is it just me that's obsessed with Dallas? Yeah, just me? No, it's not, the world's obsessed. Just imagine those as little stud earrings.
Oh, that'd be nice.
In the style of 80s Dallas. How
Lovely.
Gorgeous would they be? Beautiful. I do love a stud earring, I'm getting there now. Because I was all about the shoulder duster this time last month. I'm starting to change.
Oh, right.
I think it's because I'm getting older. I'm embracing the stud earring. Now this colour combination is perfect. You've got the two shades of purple there. You can do a gradient if you want. You can do CDB. But I just love these in rings as well. And also think about pushing those into your polymer clay. You can make your own bezel setting, taking it out, baking it, and then popping it in, and you can set it in there. That's how you could make some lovely earrings, isn't it? There's loads of things you could do with your friendly plastic and your jewel enamel. Look at these. Now, the great thing, the benefit of having a strand like this is, because if you look at a strand, well, actually, do you ever get it where you wake up in the morning? I get this with clothes, everything, socks, the lot. What colours go together? Now, sometimes I have days where I'm brilliant at it, and I'm like, yes, I am good. Then I have other days where I wake up and I think, I am rubbish at putting colours together. What was I thinking yesterday? You know, today is one of the, no, I'm just wearing one colour, Oliver, for a reason. Now, that's when this is a glorious strand, because all of the hard work is done there for you. You've got all of these marquise colours, aren't they gorgeous? So you're getting 3 strands. They all go together so well, so well. Now the multicoloured crackled agate puffy marquise as well, aren't they? Beautiful. Marquise, great in drop earrings, great as flowers. They're just, I love marquise. They're just that lovely teardrop shape, not teardrop, like an eye, aren't they? And they do fill out nice gaps if you're doing big, elaborate wirework bib pieces. They're really great at gap filling too. Now you've got the rounds, which you know, soutashable, beady-beadable, macramable. You know, they're just able. They're able, aren't they? They are able to achieve so many different looks. The flat coins are there as well. Gorgeous colours, gorgeous gemstones, crazy low price tag. CUGC20 is your item code. Are you ready to come shopping with us today at JewelleryMaker? You've got 100 carats of the crackled agate. Those marquise are 14 by 10. Your lavender amethyst rounds are 6 mil, and your puffy coins are 12. Passion for purple. They're only $15.95. Of course, amethyst is February's birth gemstone as well. They say it's the gemstone of tranquility. Then bathe me in it. $15.95. Can we do the Garnet now, darling? I need this. How much is it going to be? Can you order me one? Do you know my postcode? Or you have to wait till after the show? How many have we got? Every strand. I hope you are trending hashtag naughty pig today. Angry pig. Now. Are these the ones you sneakily found? Yes, they are. And you get chain in it. Debbie, these are naughty. I'm going to speak really low because we're not supposed to have these. Kirsty found them.
Really? Shh, don't say anything then.
I think they went on the system and somebody enabled them to be able to put in our show, but nobody made an announcement about it. So they've done it by accident, which is fine. So I'm going to tell you, we're not supposed to have these. I'm not very good at keeping secrets though, am I? As you know. I've got the matrix findings. I've tried to, here they are. Sorry, I was keeping them to myself, voila. Now, these are ace. They're ace, we're doing them in a bit. Now, you also get, to try to change the code, I'm gonna be honest with you now, so that nobody noticed Kirsty had snuck these in today's show. She put some sterling silver in there so she can change the code, so nobody knows. Has the bat stroke ox phone gone off yet? No, okay. It's chocolate o'clock, that's why. It's fine. 11:15, it's Diet Coke break. Now, we're gonna do those later, can't tell you when. Now, please let me do my Garnet. Thank you. Can I just say, well, you know how many times a day do I tell you I do love a rosary link? About 20 times a day, I reckon. I do. I love the look of it. It's delicate, it's beautiful. Now, can I just draw your attention to the fact that a very hard jewellery maker has worked tirelessly to put every single one of these garnets together by hand. Look at the colour of that red garnet. Look at the clarity. It's exceptional. India's heartbeat is what they call. I love it. Come on, Kirst. We're limited. We've only got 100. They're going to sell out. Oh, we're not allowed to order them till after the show. Anybody that's at home, nobody's at home. Look at all of these wonderful gemstones. Have a look. You've even got the little silver tag. You've even got that silver tag there as well. Get the findings pack letter you sorted, aren't you? Now, is this on sterling? Oh my God, it's sterling silver. Can I just say, now every girl in here, I want you to listen. Because how many times have we been to a jeweller's and seen a bracelet, similar perhaps to this one, maybe not as beautiful, right? That's just a tiny part. That's just a tiny part of this strand. I have got absolutely stacks, as you can see, left, right? What would you pay for this just in a high street jeweller's? Would I be out of the question saying £45, 40 quid there or thereabouts, £40 for 7 inches with the garnet, with the rosary link in sterling silver? I don't think, do you think that would be out of the question if I saw it in a high street jeweller's?
No, I don't, because the amount, if anyone that makes jewellery looks at the fine silver and the way it's been, each single garnet has been wire wrapped. You know how long it takes to do that? We all do. And
the finer it is, the fiddlier it is.
Gosh, I've done that before for some kits that we had a couple of years ago. And my goodness, does it take time. So you're paying for their time as well as everything else.
Honestly, and you know something as well, Debbie? Look at the size of these tiny, delicate garnets.
They're beautiful.
How hard is it? I'm so, I've just got sausage fingers when it comes to things like that and like this. You know, the detail, the attention to detail, the sheer beauty of it. is just incredible. Now it's very long. Can I have the exact length? Well, I need a measuring stick. What's it called? A ruler. Can I have a ruler, please? Now, get yourself on the phone lines. AHJ K66 is your item code. Now, these are beautiful garnets. January's birthstone. The king of gemstones in gemology terms because of its makeup. Look at that glow. Look at the reflection from the silver. I'm going to get my measuring stick out in a minute and tell you exactly what you're getting. Can I just say, it will go, this looks like it'll go around my waist, actually. I'll tell you. Will it go around? Not all the way. I'm not as skinny as I thought I was. Nearly, nearly. I know, bracelet board, a necklace board. Could I borrow one? All of this, you need to be quick because already half of the stock's gone on the website. You've got to be really, really, really quick. Back, limited stock. This is brand new. It's not back in stock. AHJ K66. I don't know what the price is going to be. Go on, Kirsty, tell me. Oh, you are joking. If you saw 7 inches of that in the high street with a clasp, how much would you see that for? I think we are getting uber-duper value here. Under £10 is remarkable. If I'm honest with you, I promise you I thought I was going to tell you it's £19.95. I've got my measuring board out, and so I'm going to tell you how much. Are you serious? I know. Right, you're going to have to add up for me now. Are you ready? I know, I'm sorry. Hang on, A up. We're talking inches here, okay? We're talking inches. Okay. 9.5 plus 12. Why can't I work that out? What's 9.5 plus 21.5 inches? 21.5 inches?
Gosh, that's long.
I love it. In centimetres, that is what? 54.6 centimetres. Good grief. That's over half a metre.
Wow.
Oh, this is amazing. Look at what you... Do you know what? I would just make... That is... Of course it's longer than the average. Way longer than the average necklace size, isn't it? Single figures of this, it's going to sell out. Look at that. You can wrap around. It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
Lovely, actually.
Isn't it stunning?
That looks lovely with the 3 strands there on your wrists. Beautiful.
I'm absolutely gutted. It's gone. Gutted.
Not surprised though.
If you're on the phone, you've got to stay there. Gutted. Well done though. Very happy for you, of course. Very happy for you, my darling jewellery makers. Absolutely wildly jealous of you, but happy for you. Happy for you. Right, let's do box 14, shall we? Right, this is for polymer clay people. What, people made out of polymer clay? Now, have a look at what I've got for you. You can actually, on that note, you can make lovely little people out of polymer clay, can't you? If you're making a Christmas nativity, here is your golden star. Look at that. And look at this. And this is shiny. It's got this wonderful, wonderful glitter to it. It is. It's all glittery and gorgeous, like a lovely nail polish. You know what I mean? When you've got that gloss and that. It's tiny, weeny little particles of glitter in this, isn't it?
Yes, they're called mica powder. And it's...
That's it, yes.
It's the same as the powder that you have in little pots, the mica powder pots. But there you've got a bronze and you've got a copper, I think, is it there?
It's gold,
it's
gold.
18 karat gold or something.
I love it.
Those two together are beautiful. And anyone who saw me do a mica shift a few weeks ago...
A what now?
Mica shift, where you push a pattern in and then you slice the pattern off and the pattern stays flat on the surface.
I haven't seen this.
Oh, well, I'll have to show you another time. But that is super to do that with. And the flakes you've got there, well, they are beautiful.
My gilding flakes.
They're my favourite.
Did you see what I did the other day? There was a gilding flake explosion.
Was that the one that was in the drawer?
Literally took my clothes off. They were in my bra. They were everywhere.
Yeah, I saw that, funnily enough.
Yes. Now, gilding flakes are amazing. Gilding flakes, you might have seen if you do paper craft already. You push them into your polymer, polymer clay, almost pat them in. They are wonderful for creating the most reflective wow factor piece. They are gorgeous, and they're not just for polymer clay. They are if you're using resin. They are if you're using friendly plastic. They're great if you're using jewel enamel. They're wonderful, again, for other crafts as well. What about shrink plastic? I wonder if you can use it with them. We must ask Natasha. No, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain that you can. You can put them in resin for, well, you can put a lot of things in. You can put photographs in resin, can't you? I love gilding flakes, because do you know what as well? Literally, when you open them, it's almost like they've been vacuum packed. Have you ever done one of those things where you put a vacuum cleaner in a package when you're moving and it goes and makes something like that, really skinny and stuff, like duvets, and then you open it and it goes poof. I love that. I love doing that. Well, that's what these seem to do. They just go poof everywhere. So my advice to you, if you're as messy as I am, is to open them inside a plastic container that you can then put the lid on. There you go. I get cufflinks as well. Oh yes, don't I? Oh, create a cuff. Do you know what? Men do go a bit more blingy these days on their cufflinks, don't they?
They do.
I mean, I've got quite a feminine chap anyway, you won't mind me saying. He doesn't mind wearing a pink shirt. He's got the most amazing sparkly, he's got an amazing sparkly collection of cufflinks. And actually he always says they should sparkle.
Yeah, why not?
Do you make a lot of cufflinks out of polymer clay?
I have done, yes. And my husband collects cufflinks.
Does he really?
So, yes, but he does his own, really. He makes his own.
Out of what?
Well, some gemstones. He's done a bit with clay. He etches all sorts of things.
Mr. Bolford is
very
crafty.
Arty, well. Yeah, he's very creative.
Oh, he's crafty, that Mr. Bolford.
Oh, he is.
Oh, you've got to watch him, he's crafty.
Oh, he is.
So you've got your cufflink findings. If you're thinking about getting the One for the Chaps DVD, this is brilliant for you. Has that come out yet, One for the Chaps? It's not out yet. We're very much anticipating that, aren't we? So we have got all of this inspiration for your designs. You don't have to use it just for cufflinks. In fact, you do one pair of cufflinks and you can make the rest for yourself. Polymer clay is such a wonderful medium. You don't have to be creative to enjoy polymer clay. If you remember as a child rolling little balls out of Play-Doh or plasticine or other materials, cloud clay, that's another one. If you've enjoyed things like that, it's craft for adults, isn't it? We love it. You can make little people, you can make little Christmas tree ornaments, you can make cufflinks, you can make so much out of polymer clay. Actually, the scope for design is probably one of the largest out of all of the mediums that we give to you. XCGC96 is your item code. Create a cuff, all for just $8.95. Now, Debbie was telling us that she's seeing polymer clay out there for about £2.50 per pack. You've got the gilding flakes in there as well. You've got the cufflink finders, which are silver plated, and they've got a lovely mechanism to them. Look, really professional, because they're an actual cufflink finding, which are really good to have in your stash. Even if you weren't thinking of using the polymer clay with those, you've already got the polymer clay sidelined for a project. They're great to have in your stash. $8.95. You've got the grids there, which help your polymer clay adhere, and as well you can fill that with resin or jewel enamel if you want to as well. How cool are they? You could stick gemstones into there. $8.95. 0800 644 655 is the number to be dialing. Loads of you there today. Get webby with us, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Now, let's do our next kit of the day, which is full of polymer clay. That rhymed. Did you like the little rhymey that I did there?
Very good.
Our next kit of the day, which is full of polymer clay, polymer clay. Now, oh, you're very chirpy today, Kirsty. Good. It was the threat of having a hockey match with you, isn't it? Yep, that did it. Yep, she's very. Oh, that wasn't a threat. Listen, I've been banned from every hockey match I've ever played. Have a look. Oh, there's somebody's jumper in it. Let's get that out. It's a lovely mohair in here. There we go. Let's have a look. I love this goddess face. That's what I call it. Is that what it's actually called?
I'm not sure, actually. I think it is, yes.
The Venus de Milo. Ooh la la. Now, this is a Coranthus silicone mould. It is being included in your kit. I love that you're getting a polymer clay kit. How fab is this?
I've had one or two lately, actually. It's nice. It makes me think. I have to think a bit more, but it's good.
You shouldn't have to think, it should come naturally. Now you've got that goddess. Now the Caranthum moulds, talk to me about the quality of those and how wonderful they are.
Caranthum moulds are very flexible, very, very flexible. So it's easy to get the either jewel enamel out or resin or polymer clay. It doesn't react to heat, so that's another good reason for using with jewel enamel. But it also has so much detail in it, so much detail, and some of the detail you don't actually see until you push the clay out, and then you can see all the lovely little detail, all the ridges and the face and everything.
Do I need to be worried when I push it out? Do I have to do it really, really, really gently?
No, not really, because it's so flexible, it just turns almost inside out.
Now we saw Anne the other day put a little bit of flour inside hers so it didn't stick.
Yeah,
Is that
you can use
something
corn flour. You can
yeah?
use corn flour if you want to. In fact, you can put corn flour on the front of most of your polymer clay just to take the ridges and the lines out. The only problem is it dries it up. So it's okay if you've got a finished item,
yes.
But if you're still working with it, obviously you can't work it into the clay.
Of course,
so
yes, you're right.
On the outside.
Yes. Now you're also going to get this beautiful olive green and my favourite gold. I love that. Isn't it luscious? And then you're going to get Debbie Bolford's favourite. It's like somebody thought about you, Debbie, and put this kit together, because these are all your favourite things. Polymer clay, the moulds. These are a few of your favourite things. Have a look. Like what I did there? No? Sorry. Have a look. You did you? Kirsty's very, very singy-songy today, which I like. Now, I love this. These colours together remind me of bumblebees. And I like a bumblebee, I do. Some people are scared of them. I'm not. I love them. I love the bumblebee, I do. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, I love the different variant of sizes. And again, if you're thinking soutache, then yes. Thinking beady beads, yes, yes, yes. Just simple beaded projects, absolutely. You're going to get your findings in here as well. 98 of them, vintage, glamour. I love this kit. 98 findings, your beading material. You've got 3 pairs of shepherdy hooks, a whole metre of chain, your ribbon ends with the extender chain as well. You've got your head pins, your eye pins, your toggle clasp. You've got your crimp beads, your crimp bead covers. You've got your jump rings. I don't know why I've gone all posh. You've also got your nautical clasp, looks like a ship's helm. You've got your lobster claw clasp. Oh, that's why I've gone posh, because it's vintage glamour. I was wondering. Then you've got your little balls in there as well. Now, again, if you love these, if you love the swelligant look and you're thinking verdigris, use your primer first, because otherwise the e-coating will repel it, which is just what we wanted it to do, so that's fine. In fact, it's kind of putting the e-coating to test, but you can do that. So polymer clay, you've got the Caranthum mould as well. 2 lots of polymer clay. Now, you'd think this kit was going to be in the 30s, wouldn't you? What with all the elements. But it's not. Anyone out there who's tuned in today with a polymer clay state of mind, I'm gonna make you smile, I think. LGGC31, nowhere near £30 today, my darling jewellery makers, my wonderful polymer clay fans. It's only £24.95. Now, if you've never, ever used polymer clay before, don't worry. Loads of DVDs are available to you on our website, JewelleryMaker.com. You can ask the call centre for those as well. They're £4.95. If you click to subscribe on our YouTube channel, you can go and search for the polymer clay shows. Debbie did one just on Tuesday, so that's one definitely worth looking out for. We've also got free downloads on our website. Also, I said also twice then, didn't I? Now, let's go over to Debbie, have a look with our cups of tea and have a look at what she's created for you as an inspiration. And that's exactly what Debbie Bolford is, an absolute, utter inspiration. So let's check out the use of polymer clay, which I think Debbie was super excited about. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my gosh, I love this. Perfect, love it. You made your own 2-hole spacer bars?
Yeah, it's easy as polymer clay.
Never even thought about it.
Yeah.
You're a genius. She's a genius. That's why she is guest designer, Kirsty, and I'm not. You've made little acorns. I love these acorns. Are they acorns? They're acorns.
They look like acorns, don't they? Yes.
They are acorns.
I was walking in the park and I thought, oh, I could do that around the beads. Yes.
She was strolling in a local park and she thought, yeah, acorn.
Running after my dog, who was running after another dog, yes.
Oh, I love dogs for that. He wasn't chasing a pig by any chance, was he? Or being chased by
he was just got
by
a
randy
pig. He didn't want to come back.
Look at this. Look at this. Love, 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 love. I'm like a reversing vehicle, aren't I? Oh.
Now that would be nice, swelliganted actually.
It would be swelligantised.
That would be very nice, swelliganted. It did.
We'll come up with an actual word for when you
might have a go with
swelligise something.
Yes.
I love it. Look at these beads. Look at these beads.
Those are made using the bead roller that we have on the website. I think we've got some left now.
Bead roller?
The 3-channeled bead roller that you can roll. See, you haven't been there. If you don't know anything about it, you just haven't lived.
Where have I
got
been?
Three large round beads or 2 oval beads you can make out of the bead roller.
We're getting it.
Over.
I've just had a news flash, sorry. Kirsty's going to put it in a bundle for us later. Thanks, Kirst.
Oh, Kirsty works. Thank you.
Because I can't bear it when I don't know what something is.
No.
What do you mean there's something new?
No. So yes, that's made out of the oval. You can 3 rounds and 2 ovals you can get out of that bead roller. So that's where the ovals come from. So nice and neat and uniform in size.
Look, this is what I'm talking about. Debbie's made her own 2-hole spacer bars. Do you know how obsessed I am with the 2-hole spacer bars? Wonderful.
Well, they're really chunky because I thought they went with the beads, but you can make them really delicate and obviously put texture on them, and you can swelligate them to make them look metal and do whatever you want with them, really. So
you can make really uber long ones, and I could make a big pearl. Love it. This lady's wonderful. Look at this, look at this. Is this a type of millefleur with the...
I just had that, just literally pinched, just ends of clay and just made them into leaf shapes. Really, really simple and easy.
I love that. Which one are you going to demonstrate, darling?
Very, very quickly. I just said I would do the little acorn covers.
Good,
that
love
will take
these.
Seconds, literally seconds.
They also look a little bit like cookies.
Do they? Mm-hmm. Very nice.
I like a cookie. I want to dip them in milk.
So this is so easy, so easy.
Is it?
It really is.
Okay, I'll be the judge of that. Let's see if I can do it. Go on.
This will be. Just take a little ball of clay, like the size of a tiny little petit pois.
A little petit pois, they're my favourite peas.
Pois, right?
They are, yeah.
Squash it.
Oh.
Okay,
yeah.
Like so. Get something like a cocktail stick, reamer, or, sorry, move that down
That's
a bit.
towards me. To me.
To you, there we go. And you literally stab it, okay?
Is that it?
That's it. Then, making sure you've still got the round, obviously. If you use a cutter, it might be a little bit better, but I like quite the edges to be rounded.
You don't need a
rather
cutter,
than flat.
yeah.
And I'm going to get one of my beads, because I haven't got one of the beads out of the kit here, and you literally put it over the top of the bead that you want to use, put the hole in the middle, like so.
How did you know where the hole was? That was precise.
This one's actually got a flat surface on the top,
so you can
it's easy to see. And then you take it off, and you pop it on a tile. I'm just going to put it flat on here. Pop it on the tile in that shape and bake it. I mean, how easy is that? Done.
Well,
dusted.
it was the easiest polymer clay thing I've ever seen.
Done, dusted, and that's how to make little acorn cups. And if you can make little acorns, obviously that's polymer clay, and make proper little acorns if you wanted to. Really pretty, and then you make little oak leaves to go with them, and brace it with lots of oak leaves, and oh, really pretty. You can do. It's just endless, really, what you can do with clay. I just need to second me. Cut me down the middle, and I'd have time.
We need to be able to, like when you get a mogwai wet.
A what?
I mean, you know, on gremlins, if you get them wet, they multiply. They go. Yes. If only that happened.
Yeah, be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fantasy world of which we do not live. We're going to go now over to another wonderful magical place. It's called the Wall of Fame. Hello, darlings. It's absolutely wonderful seeing your pieces of jewellery. Tell me these are either earrings or... Wow, are these earrings? Are they wine glass charms? Let's read on and find out. Number 3, 5, 6. Aren't they?
Really juicy little berries,
yes, they're
aren't
so
they?
gorgeous. This is what I'm talking about with those mixed colours. I love it. It's from wonderful Vicky... Oh, this is a very posh name. Vicky Hextall Smith from Sheffield, darling. And Vicky, I'm going to do it in my poshest Vicky voice. This is my very first entry to the Wall of Fame. I can't carry it on, Vic, sorry. I have made several purchases of gems, wire and findings since discovering the Jewellery Maker channel in September, but was so overwhelmed when I didn't know where to begin. But as soon as I saw these multi-coloured crackled quartz, I knew what I had to do. I've made these wine glass charms. Woohoo, Vicky! You know we love a glass of wine, so what better than a wine glass charm for my friends at home and work as little gifts to pop in their Christmas cards. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Vicky. Perfect. Love it. I just think the sentiment, isn't it? Although the picture doesn't do them justice, it does, by the way. I'm pleased with how they turned out and now feel inspired to do other projects. Good luck to all and keep up the good deals, Jewellery Maker, from Vicky Hextall Smith in Sheffield, darling.
That's
well
lovely.
done.
This is number 358.
Ooh,
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yes.
This is from Sheila. It says, attach this picture of my attempt at making a necklace and matching earrings using amethyst gemstones from the Four Seasons kit. Makes me laugh when they say an attempt. What an attempt?
It's not an attempt, it's an actual occurrence.
Absolutely beautiful. That's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. That's a design. It's not an attempt.
Design, it's wonderful.
Do you know what else is wonderful and I need?
Look at that, isn't that sweet?
Christmas sheep with earmuffs. Well, of course, we all need a Christmas sheep with earmuffs.
We do.
Because why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we need that?
Why wouldn't we need that?
Brilliant. Look at Santa, look at the snowman. Just looking at this makes me happy. Number 355 is from Lizzie, and guess where she's from, everyone? The place where all brilliant people come from, Gloucestershire. Woo! Lizzie, my lover, well done, you're ace, you are. Please find attached my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's some polymer clay festive figures, Santa, snowman and sheep with earmuffs. You can tell she's from Gloucestershire, because this is what we would do.
Yeah.
What's more festive than a sheep with earmuffs?
I know, you wouldn't think of anything else, would you, really?
Lizzie,
Nope.
I know you, I know how it goes. I made them last year. And we'll be starting to make some more in the next couple of weeks. Can I suggest an angry pig? Just put that out there. Now, I hope you like them. We love them. Loving the designer-inspired shows, although my housework is now ho-hum. I don't blame you. Don't do the housework, it's well boring. No. Good luck to everyone from Lizzie in South Gloucestershire. I love you, Lizzie. You're ace. Well done.
This is number 357.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Hi all at JM. My entry for this week's Wall of Fame is a rose gold plated toggle clasp. I used one of the copper heart shapes along with the letter stamps you had a while ago. I stamped mum onto it and used the hammer to add texture around the edge. I added a pearl and faceted clear quartz to finish the piece off. All findings and gems are from JM. I hope it makes it to the wall. Kind regards, Mandy. That is beautiful.
Do you know something, Mandy?
That is so special.
I was there when Debbie Kay did that, and it went. We were like, I am desperate for that kit.
Yeah.
I love it. It was so easy. You just knock and
it's just so simple, but
brilliant.
Really personalised. I think it's lovely, really nice.
I got to say, that's got to be. Is it being voted? One people have been voting for it as favourite product. I've got to say we need more of that. Yeah. I love personal things.
I do.
And to be able to just write something with sentiment on it is perfect.
Special.
So special. Thank you so much to all of you. Do you know what? You make us so happy when you send in your Wall of Fame pieces. It's all about keeping it going and seeing your wonderful inspiration. And Debbie is a wonderful inspiration.
Wow. I saw that when I first walked over. That's stunning.
Number 354 is from Julie in Livingston.
Wonderful.
Sounds posh as well, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
I live in Livingston, darlings. Hi, all at JewelleryMaker. Well, Julie, how long would this take? Good grief. Haven't entered for a while. Well, it's probably because you've been doing your Byzantine weave, Julie. So I thought I would share this with you, my Byzantine weave necklace, which is a Christmas present for a friend. What a lucky, lucky, lucky friend. She bought a bracelet from me at my Macmillan Cancer sale and asked her husband if he would get her the matching necklace as a Christmas gift. Been watching you since the start and just want to say thank you for giving me an amazing hobby that allows me to give joy to others. And please, 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 can you get some gold-plated jump rings? We're onto it, we're onto it, we're onto it. That's from Julie, wonderful Julie, who is super. We've got a bundle with some rose gold ones in today, Julie, so watch out. I don't know why I'm whispering, because that wasn't a secret, was it?
Lovely.
Beautiful, very precise, absolutely gorgeous, very professional, and your friend is going to love it.
Yeah, it's timeless, it's beautiful.
It is, isn't it? Do you know what else is gorgeous?
What's that?
Russian dioxide, the
Oh, it
exclusive
is.
strand I've
Oh.
got coming up for you after this.
It's gorgeous.
Get your Christmas shopping done this weekend by tuning into the Miss It Miss Out show for some fantastic offers, crazy deals and low prices. Get all wrapped up in the Miss It Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker. The new year is fast approaching and we're getting ready to go out with a bang. You can get involved by voting in the annual JM Awards. Check out Facebook from Monday the 25th of November at 10 a.m, where we will release a different voting category each day until December the 6th. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Join Jewellery Maker and specialist guest designer Debbie Bulford for a fun and relaxing day discovering the addictive appeal of chainmail. This workshop is ideal for beginners and will introduce the fundamentals of this art form. You will be guided through a range of beginners' weaves and learn how to create your own Byzantine bracelet and earring set. The full course includes a pack of 200 jump rings, a toggle clasp, a pair of shepherd hook earrings, the chainmail tutorial DVD, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and a chance to meet the presenters, and take a visit to our gem museum. All this for just $74.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Buying jewellery online from us has just become even easier with our new streamlined checkout service. We've made some little changes to make our website more accessible for all of the different ways you shop online, and now it's even easier using a mobile phone or tablet. Once you have added your items to your shopping basket, you can decide to check out now or save for later. Saving an item for later means you can easily find them in your own time, but don't forget to check back soon, as all our items are selling fast. One of just a few changes that will make buying jewellery from us even easier.
Striking, rich, wondrous. You need to be on the phone right now if you want a gemstone that leads you along the path of high end, that definitely creates jewellery that should be valued. Then you need to be on the phone lines now. One of the world's most amazing gemstones, one of the most vibrant colours. A gemstone that is 100% natural. No treatment is needed to give you such amazing colour. It's said that Russian dioxide is everything emerald wants to be, because so many emeralds do need certain treatments, which aren't, isn't necessarily a bad thing, and it's something that's done regularly. However, Russian dioxide is naturally this striking. Only mined for a couple of months in the year, because for the rest of the time the mines are frozen over. Its rich, beautiful colour, thanks to its amazing makeup, its wonderful natural elements. Let me show you where this gemstone comes from, and this is on a day where mining is good. Can you imagine? This is in the summer. Can you imagine right now the mine is closed? The road to the mine is closed. It's frozen over. You cannot get to it. Now I need to let you know, if you're not on the phone lines, if you don't put this in your baskets quickly, you're going to miss the opportunity to get this wonderful, wonderful strand. It's probably the biggest, probably the best clarity, probably the most exclusive strand of Russian dioxide we have ever brought to you. These aren't chips, these are perfectly beautiful ovals. Nothing wrong with chips and nuggets, but when you want something that looks much more expensive, then it's this strand that I think will take your fancy. Now, we've only got 38 of these. If you don't like missing out, if you want to create something that is super high-end, if you're the type of jewellery maker that considers yourself a lover and somewhat a connoisseur of gemstones, then you need to be dialing quickly. If you consider that your jewellery is going along the path of being a little bit more high-end, well, a lot more high-end, then you're going to need this strand in your collection. To boast Russian diopside is to boast a gemstone that's used by some of the biggest names in jewellery. And I mean the world over. If you bought the garnet, I would absolutely twin them together. If you have got precious strands, you have got to put them together. You need to be on the phone lines. There are lots of you already there. UDG Z54. This is Russian diopside. Definitely a collectible, definitely a Gems of Distinction strand. You've got the extended money back guarantee, but I can't guarantee quantity. I can't guarantee this is yours unless you secure it with the call centre or by checking out a basket if you're shopping on JewelleryMaker.com. UDG Z54, all yours for just £44.95. It should be so much more. You know what? We had a wonderful jewellery maker visit us at the NEC. She had a Russian diopside piece of jewellery valued at hundreds of pounds. £44.95. You could make a pair of earrings out of just 2 of these. Always, I think, in precious metals. Debbie, when we see gemstones like this, it was like the Mandarin garnet we bought, isn't it? They are striking in this quality, in this kind of size, in this kind of facet shape. Oh, you know, yeah. It's wonderful, isn't it?
They're not an everyday stone.
No.
I mean, we get very blasé about some of the stones here. I think we just forget it's come out of the ground. But those are ultra special. They're like freshly mown grass. They're just so beautifully fresh and clear and elegant. And you could mix that with anything, with silver, gold, rose gold would look absolutely beautiful actually with that.
And it does.
Yeah. I just think they're stunning. Absolutely stunning.
You see pieces of jewellery out there for a massive price tag to some of the biggest jewellers. And if they use it, I've just got to let you know we're limited stock. We're approaching single figures at £44.95. You are getting probably the most exclusive strand of Russian diopside we have ever given to you here at Jewellery Maker. We're approaching single figures. You've got to be really fast if you want this. We've got unchecked baskets on the website running against those telephone callers 0800 644 655 you want to take from those with it in their baskets. All you've got to do is make sure you speak to the call centre to confirm your order. If you want to confirm your order online, you can do it now whilst there's stock. It doesn't look like it's going to last long. If you're joining the queue on the phone lines, you're joining a 3-minute long queue. If you don't want to risk it, log in www.jewellerymaker.com. £44.95. You've got 25 carats. This is an 18 centimetre strand. I'm going to count them for you. Loads of you there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 31. 31 Russian diopsides. How many pairs of earrings? You can make 15 pairs of earrings, can't you? With one left over. You can make a beautiful pair of drop earrings, or you could just do little stud earrings. You can put these in a ring, you can put them in a bracelet, you can make them a feature, a very fine chain with one of these. You can put them into your silver clay. There is a 4-minute queue on the phones, and we're literally trying to get to you. It does look like this one's about to sell out, so stay exactly where you are. We are in single figures now. Oh my gosh, well done. I definitely put it with gold, didn't you? Absolutely stunning. Any last words from Deborah Bolford before this sells out?
I was just thinking it'd be nice to have, how big are the stones? Let's have a look.
They're on the graduation between 8x6 and 6x4.
Because I would either put one in a prong setting for a ring, or perhaps 3 in a row or something. Would look stunning, wouldn't it?
Do you remember when we gave you the oval settings the other day? Wouldn't these be wonderful in those?
Yes. Gorgeous.
Oh, stunning. Looks like those are going to sell out. Well done. Now I'm going to give to you, which number, doll? Now, you need to check a basket out. Somebody's got this in their basket, the Russian diopside, and you haven't checked it out. So at the moment there's one floating around strand. I love this. Oh, this is going to go so well with today's early bird. Now you've got the teardrops of citrine. Now what I want you to see about this is that you get silver spaces in between each one. Look at the glow. If you got today's early bird, it's going to go beautifully with that. Today is all about fabulousness. Now look at these pyrites. I love these. I love them. I love how they're put into blocks. Now obviously citrine's giving you that wonderful glow there. Isn't it beautiful? Look what else you've got. You're going to go crazy for this. Now these are like dewdrops. Look at how wonderfully rounded these are and how wonderfully glossy they're. And if I might, if that's all right, I'm going to just show them to you like this. I love, do you know, they're like actual dewdrops, aren't they? That's what they look like. I love dewdrops in the morning, really early, or when the icicles are melting. I do love a dewdrop, just dropping off a rose or something in the morning or on the meadow. Very delicate, very soft. Look at this. Oh, I really like this. Do you know, it's making me think about the countryside. That's why I like it. You were talking about freshly mown grass a minute ago, and I thought that's a really lovely description. I just think these are gorgeous. Look at this tree. Oh my gosh, it's like a treasure. It's like an Egyptian treasure altogether there, isn't it? And then you've got those spaces. Debbie, these colours, would you put these together with polymer clay?
I think the squares there would look fabulous, actually sunk into clay, but put flat.
Yeah, I love to flatten those.
Lovely with black clay or something. They'd be absolutely stunning. Very, very steampunk sort of look. But the other two, I just think they stand alone. I really do. Yeah. I just think they just stand by themselves with a little silver bead or a tiny little rose gold bead between. They are just so beautiful. As you said, it's like droplets of water. They're so clear
what they are.
And cool and just elegant.
Do you know what? It's like the droplets have just frozen in time and formed a gemstone, isn't it?
Wonderful.
I mean,
people who've got shops for next year for weddings or something. It'd be absolutely beautiful. In fact, those, I've said this before, but those put into a bouquet for the centre of flowers or something. You know, if you can stem them, wire them, it'd be beautiful. Oh,
as the stamen of the flower.
Yeah.
That would be stunning, Debbie.
For a bouquet.
I love them together. If you look, this is what it is. They're very fluid. And it does look like literally.
In fact, there is a shop near me actually who do wedding things, and they offer gemstone centres to the flowers, and then they take the gemstones out and make something for the bride afterwards, which I think is a really nice idea.
What, with the gemstones?
Yeah,
lovely.
so you've had the gemstones in your wedding bouquet, and then you have a piece of jewellery of your choice afterwards made out of them.
That's a lovely sentiment to remember your bouquet, because obviously, what happens with wedding flowers? Do you dry a couple of them or something? What happens?
Can do, yes, but how many people have dried flowers on the walls these days? Not many.
No.
So
that's a shame because they're so expensive.
You can put them into resin.
That's why you wire
suppose.
work them. Yeah. You're going to get 3 glorious strands: the citrine, the pyrite, and the green amethyst. Gorgeous droplets of loveliness. QXGC71 is your item code. You're getting all 3 for a crazy low price tag of just $12.95. She was going to go higher than that, and I was about to say no, but she did it anyway. £12.95. You're a monketta. QXGC71, $12.95. Would you consider paying $12.95 just for the green amethyst? I think so. Well, I would. The citrine as well. These are glorious gemstones, and especially with that pyrite, just makes them look richer. There's a queue on the phone lines for these. Don't forget, it's a free phone number, and don't forget, if you're shopping with us for the first time today, shop with the confidence that you've got the extended money back guarantee from now until the 31st of January next year. And I don't think there's many companies offering that yet, are there? So that's over. What's the date? What's the actual date today? Does anyone know? 29th. How did that happen then? How many days are there in November? 30. Crikey, O'Reilly. Sunday's the 1st of December. Well, you know I'm turning up literally dressed as a Christmas tree. First advent calendar deal on Sunday. I'm putting my tree up, I am. Maybe Sunday, perhaps Monday. Do you know a lot of people have put their trees up already?
I haven't seen one
Check
yet.
it on the web. I have. Eric Diaz has got his tree up already. Put it on Facebook the other day. We've got our tree up. Loads of you there on the phone lines. It's lovely to have you company today. Please keep it interactive with us. Make sure you're hashtagging JewelleryMaker all morning. Get tweeting with us today. What do you call it? Twittering? We are at jewellery_maker. You can follow Ollie Campion, our lovely director. Spelt champion, but without the H. And I'm at Genevra, Genevra. Anybody else tweeting in this studio? No? 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 Do you tweet, darling? No? You don't know it? Well, that's no good to us. Q is still on the phone lines. If I can encourage you onto the website, we're very busy on the phones today. And if you don't want to miss out, then do please go onto our website now. We're going to give to you some more gorgeousness, in fact, is what we're going to give to you. How are you getting on with your swelligant over there, Lady Lou?
Fine. It's all dry.
How long do we have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Prime?
About 5 minutes.
Oh, not long then.
No, not long.
Which box are we going to do, Kirsty? Yes, can we do the bead roller? I don't know how you use it. Is it easy?
Very easy.
What's this colour then? Let's have a look. Your white transparent. So this gives the sea glass effect, doesn't it?
Yes, it
And
does.
if I want the white transparent, is that what you used in this bracelet here?
No, that's the translucent. That goes really transparent and will almost go darker. Whatever colour you put with it, it will go slightly darker than
What,
the
with
colour
this
that you
will?
mix. No, with that one, it will actually go lighter. That's like looking through a net curtain.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? It gives like
yeah.
a white sheen to it.
If you
but it
press your
still
face
looks-
up really hard, you can see your gran
Yes.
getting up and making herself a cup of tea, even though she said she can't possibly leave her chair. My gran used to do that all the
memories coming
time.
out there, I think.
I used to love that. I'd go out on purpose and then watch my gran get up, go to the fridge. She was diabetic, she wasn't allowed to. She used to always do this. If I give you some money, will you go and get me some eclairs? You can't eat eclairs, gran. Get me two, I'll give you one of them. Like, you can't eat eclairs, gran, you're diabetic. Oh, bless my granny. Now, your Miniflora DVD comes with this bundle. I'm also going to give to you the polymer clay bead roller. I've not seen this before. So Debbie Bolford, could you talk me through the ease of it? Can I see a tutorial on YouTube and all the rest of it?
You can on YouTube, I'm sure. There must be one on YouTube. That has 3 sort of scoops, as it were, on the base, and then you have 3 little lids that go on the top, and you push the lid backwards and forwards, and it rolls the clay inside.
In perfect sausages?
So yes, well, no, in rounds, beads. So you have perfect beads come out.
No.
And then they have 2 more little lids which fit further into these little grooves, which then forms from a round to an oval. So you have 3 circles and then 2 ovals that you can
And that's
make.
how you made your perfect ovals?
Mm-hmm.
Is it hard to do a perfect oval
No.
otherwise?
No.
Without them, I mean.
Yes, to make them all uniform, yes.
Can I please take these cutters home with me afterwards? Because I was trying to find these the other day. Because my son won't let me do a packed lunch unless his sandwiches are a cool shape. He won't eat them. And you've got all these cool shapes. You get tiny ones as well. Oh, I love these cutters.
They're good for doing bead caps as well, different, like I did with the acorn. You can do lots of little shapes for your bead caps.
You've got the hearts for Valentine's Day too, and the teardrops and the flowers. Oh, I love them. I absolutely love them.
The teardrops in there are what I use for the flower petals on the DVD.
Can you use leaves as well?
Yes.
So you've got the Miniflora DVD, which is wonderful, by the way. You've got the bead roller. Everyone wants to have a go on the bead roller. Is this, oh, really, we're really busy. I've never seen this bead roller before. Is it really new?
Not really new. It's been a few weeks now.
So it is new as in terms of
yeah.
It's new for me. I've never seen it before. It's been launched a couple of weeks ago, says Debbie. So please get on board quickly. If, like me, this is the first time you're seeing a wonderful bead roller, it'll do you round beads, it'll do you oval beads. You've got the Millefleury DVD with the wonderful Debbie Bolford. That's an hour-long stop-start and allows you to make jewellery that is incredibly beautiful, just like the jewellery that you can see on the front of the disc. You've got two polymer clays. You've got your translucent and your black. And you've got that wonderful roller. Here's everything that you get, all for a crazy low price tag of just $9.95. $9.95. That's what you'd pay for. You got the cutters as well. How many cutters have I got? There's literally stacks. 1, 2, 3. 25 cutters. How much is a cutter in a cake shop? About £1 each. The bigger ones.
Yeah.
This is an amazing deal. Please let me have those cutters. I love them. I've never seen. I love the little stars look. How cute would it be if you were making little cookies for the Christmas table? What are those yummy German ones I like with the icing on top? What are they called? And they're all like a weird texture, like chewy. They're German biscuits that you only have at Christmas time. They come in like little domes and they're really soft.
Oh, I know what you mean. I can't think what they're called.
They smell amazing, like ginger and cinnamony.
I'll think of it in a minute.
Now you know what I'm talking about. You get them in star shapes as well as the little rounds. Anyway, you can make your own ones of those. Don't use them for baking and polymer clay, only one medium. They're gone, sold out. Oh. I don't know what happened to these cutters. They didn't make their way back inside the rest of that bundle for some reason. Now, okay, I'm going to show you my matrix box. Boxes. These briolettes are amazing. If you love Rachel Norris, please go and look at her pieces where she does the centre of flowers. We might have a bit of an example of that. I'm not sure. You know her DVD? She's got it on the front of there. Look at these. This is the best of all the matrix boxes. That's my statement. That's definitely my opinion. And I've also got a cheeky findings matrix box. You got the chain, you got toggle clasp, you got everything you need. You got 2 lots of chain. Did you know that, Kirsty? And that comes with sterling silver head pins as well. We've got some treats for you. Now let's go to box 8, where we are going to give. Oh, I love these. Yes, I'm glad we can do these now. I'm just going to grab my tweezers. Sorry about that. Now, oh God, very itchy face. Now, you didn't need to know that, did you? My face was itchy. Sorry. Now. Oh, do you know what? Is this a new one? I've seen the rose gold. This could not be any more vintage. It's beautiful. You've got to get really close to that. Is it almost Greek goddess? There, is it better if I put it next to the black background, Oliver? No, look, there's a little loophole at the top. Oh, have I? What a nana. Oh, I thought it looked good either way, actually. There you go. Now we're cooking with gas. That's a little flower. Now the detail, the sheer detail, it is like lacing. Kate Middleton with her lace. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that dress she wore. Look at that. You're not just... Isn't this beautiful? Debbie, these pendants are glorious.
Aren't they gorgeous?
I've never seen the gold one. I've seen the rose gold one before.
I saw a jewellery shop when I went to London, and they had polymer clay in the window, and they also had wire work, and it looked like lace. It's so fine that it looked like lace, and then it had one of those just as a pendant at the bottom, and it was so gorgeous. The work in it was just amazing.
I forgot to ask you about your wonderful trip to London, where you went to the V&A and saw beautiful piece of jewellery.
Wonderful time.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
She's saying that with a big cheeky grin on her face. Now, Did you go to Bond Street and Burlington Arcade and things? Did you go and have a look?
Went to Camden Market. I love Camden Market.
So do I. Do you know, my brother moors his boat up there so that we can pitch the boat and go around, and we eat lunch on the boat. It's amazing.
I love it.
It is really cool. In the summer, we were just on the roof of the boat the whole time in Camden Market listening to the music with the kids. They loved it. It's cultural, isn't it?
Yeah, really quirky.
Yeah. And I'm obsessed with Amy Winehouse, so I quite like going and having a look at the little... Anyway, let's look at this, because when we're talking about inspiration, and actually if you go around to London and you absorb the culture, and there's lots of... These to me are very Victorian. I really adore the quality of them. They are sterling silver with real 9-carat gold and rose gold overlaying it, and we're going to give them to you for less than £5 each. Maybe you could charge more than that when you put them into your gorgeous designs. £9.95.
I would probably stitch those onto velvet, because you could do beading around it, almost like the old-fashioned Victorian choker.
I know what you mean.
They would look beautiful.
Yes. Could you use this as an impression in polymer clay? Yeah, you could, but I wouldn't want to, because they're so
I wouldn't
special.
Either. No, I wouldn't want to either, actually. I think you'd lose the design. But I think that if you put it onto some velvet and put it into a choker would be nice. I have put the silver ones into polymer clay, the large ones, where the holes and the filigree is a lot more open.
Yes.
But they're gorgeous.
You can manipulate these because they're sterling silver, and you can make rings out of them. They could be a nice feature of a ring. And I used to do it with a really long one, and Lucy does it as well, doesn't she? Look at that. Oh, I love... No, come on. That is beautiful. I totally made it myself. No one would believe you. Copper wire, yeah, that would look really good with it. Yeah. I don't know why I said yeah. I felt very posh when I was wearing it. Stop. Do you know what would be perfect? One of those little briolets dangling from here. Oh, yes.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
Wouldn't it? Oh, are they drill holed? I believe that they... Well, the peridot is, but some of the others aren't, I think. I don't know, I'll confirm that. Oh, they are. I haven't got very good eyesight, though. I haven't got very good eyesight. I'll have a proper look in a minute. Now, let's go to box... Do you know in box 7 we've got little Christmas trees? Yeah. Just thought I'd mention it. Now, oh, fluorite. Is this fluorite? Do you know, this is this is so good for rings. Oh, I love these teardrops. This is my favourite strand of fluorite. I've seen these before. They're my favourite strands of fluorite. Now you're getting 2 at a wonderful price tag. Look at that. Oh, glory. Now it does look, when you look at it first off, you think, now, you see the glow, so that's what made me know it was fluorite, but it could be topaz, couldn't it? Isn't that absolutely stunning? Debbie, look at this colour.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh.
Really deep colour, really, because you don't expect that, do you, really, from fluorite?
No. 2 strands of it as well.
Almost looks aquamarine.
Yeah, it could be. It could be, couldn't it? What about the shape of these, Debbie? How do you like to use these shapes?
Well, I think Linda did. Was it yesterday or Sunday? I think it was yesterday. No, day before. She did a lovely necklace with those lovely round beads that had been drilled differently just across the edge of them, and they stuck up. On the designer inspiration, she did the most fabulous howlite necklace. And then they also just stuck out at the side. Ooh. You could do that with weaving, so they actually stick out almost like spikes with lots of lovely chain and
loads of texture.
Yeah,
they're
really
still nice
lovely.
And soft, aren't they? Because they've got rounded tops. Great as clusters.
Very
I think.
good as
in the
clusters.
centre again. I love that colour. Now, actually, and Oliver just brought it to my attention. If you look at some of these really closely and in detail, you must see a rainbow travelling across them. Have a look. Have a look. Where's it gone? You can see it when the light hits. You can see one there, look, that one there. Ooh, rainbow. Look at that. Look at that one. Look, look, look. Oh, gorgeous. All those colours. And you get different depths of blue in fluorite. If fluorite's always been one that you've loved, then get yourself on the phone lines. Now, 2 strands should be costing you an awful lot more than the price tag I'm about to bring you. A lot more. But you're going to get a gloriously low price tag for the 2. What should you be paying? Well, if these are both high-end strands, so what do you reckon, about £15 each? What are they each? Cursed. Yeah, they're close to £15 each, apparently. At £12 each. So you should be paying £14, shouldn't you? Is that right? Yeah. £24. What did I say? I thought I said 20. What was that? Why did I say 14? We're going to give you both for just £17.95. You should be paying £24. So getting a wonderful saving. Maybe you've got that piece of jewellery in mind. Something blue for the bride. Maybe there's been some engagements announced.
If you just restrung that, no one would believe you that it's real if you priced it at £9.
No, you're right. It would have to be. You'd have to put a higher price tag on it, wouldn't you?
Just wouldn't believe
just
you,
to
would
reflect in the gemstone.
Absolutely. They're
Would
beautiful.
Would you recommend getting all of these? Because because I've just been told that over the New Year and Christmas period is when a lot of people do get engaged.
Yes.
So you might get lots
Yeah.
of. When did you get engaged? Was it the summer?
February.
Oh, Valentine's. Oh, because you asked your husband, didn't you?
Yeah. Leap
I
year.
love that. I love that you did that. You took control. I could never do that, just in case the answer was no. And then I'd be like, right, I'm never doing that again. 17, she was confident in her victory. Now, how long have you been married now, Debbie Belford?
25 years next year.
Crikey. How long have you been married, Kirst? 5 minutes? 5 years? How old are you then? You started young, love. Oh, you're older than I thought you were. Now, £17.95. Great price tag. That was a compliment, by the way, rather than not. Oh yeah, there must be a polymer. Oliver's saying, when do you celebrate your polymer wedding anniversary?
There ought to be one, hasn't there?
There
Oliver,
so
really?
should be a polymer wedding anniversary.
Oliver should.
Let's make it up. What's the first year? Paper. What do you do for paper?
No idea.
Buy them a star or something, because that's on paper, a little certificate. That's not really paper though, is it? Actually,
Not really.
It's a star. It's made out of fire. What do you get them? Draw them a little picture. Now, the Briolette box is coming up. I'm just going to check, if you don't mind, Kirsto. Just having a look if they got drill holes. How can I see? You can see. Maybe green wasn't the colour to do. Oh, they have. Yeah. Crikey, sorry. It's worrying, isn't it, that I get to walk around? I can't see a thing. Have a look. Have a look. Whoops. You would if I wasn't so clumsy. The Matrix Findings box is yours. Soon. Soony, soon, soon. Oh, I love those. They're glorious. You know that? Do you know what we should do, Oliver? When we show glorious things like that, there should be like a oh. We'll record that later. We'll get Cass to do it though, rather than whoa, which isn't really very good, is it? Oh, Debbie, you get a Spellbinders finding in this. What's going on? How come Debbie gets such amazing things in her kits today? This is brilliant. I love it. What is this? It's a Susan Lennart Chasma. That is a complete foreign language to me. What's a chasma? What's a chasma? Do you know what a chasma is? They're bezels. They're bezels, that's what they are. They're wonderful. Have a look at this. Spellbind is obviously a very well recognised brand in the crafty world. So these are your bezels. Is that just who designed it up there? Is that someone's name? This isn't called a chasma then? It is now. Now these would be wonderful to fill up with your jewel enamels, with your resin, with your polymer. How fabulous are these? Are we really pushing Debbie Balford to her limits or what? Gem art? How cool are they? Do they come apart? Does that come apart?
Yes, it's 3 individual ones.
Please may I open it? Thank you. I asked you like a kid would ask. Please may I open it?
They're stuck together with like a sticky pad, so I don't think they are all one. You have to really prise them apart.
Oh, I see what Spellbinders have done here. It's like when you open Spider-Man and you try and get him out of the box, or Barbie. It's always the pack. Why do they sew Barbie's hair into the box? Why?
I don't know. I've never bought a Barbie.
You wait, Oliver. You wait. Sewing Barbie's hair into the box so it looks perfect. That's what they do now. Out you come. There we go. Right, okay. I felt like a dentist then. Now, I like the noise these make. You could use them together. That's just where they were stuck together. And you've got the little one as well. Aren't these fab? By the way, this is a kit. This is a kit, so you get lots more than just this. You actually get wonderful, wonderful jewel enamel, and this is just gorgeous in that sparkle. Look at the iridescence. I do love these. It's called light copper. It will change colour. It gets a little bit deeper when you pop it in the dewberry. In your
melting pot.
In your melting pot, yeah. Now, there's another name for this in the crafty world, isn't there? Jewel enamels. It's powders, powder. I know it.
Embossing powders, but it's not the same as those.
It's not. This is better because it's thicker. It's got a thicker consistency, so I think it's better. And actually, most of the guests that we have here say it's better. Would you say so?
Oh yeah, you get more intensity of colour.
Yes, that was it, because of the thickness of the makeup of it. Now I'm going to take this away. You've got cubes. Now, I'm a bit obsessed with cubes, as you all know. I love them. I love them. They look all neat and tidy. You don't actually have to do anything to them. Normally I look at something and it falls apart at the seams, but these stay quite strong and looking lovely and contemporary and neat and tidy. They look wonderful stacked up next to each other. You know I'm a fan of the ladder weave. From the day Debbie Balford did a turquoise ladder weave in a cube, I don't know if you can remember it or not, Debbie, it was my favourite thing ever done with a cube.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yes, it was great. And then we saw, why can't I remember it? Sarah Green, not from Blue Peter, but from JewelleryMaker, who did the ladder stitch with a cube. It looked fab. Loved that. If you want to go and check that out, you can do. Sarah Green did do Blue Peter. That's how she started. She did. Look it up. She did Live and Kicking after Blue Peter. Yeah, I'm older than you. I remember it. I know it's only 6 months in it, but in development terms as children, there's a lot in that 6 months. Now you've also got your beading materials. I could be completely, by the way, never be confident that that was an actual, I don't think I'm right now. You've made me doubt myself, because you know sometimes I dream things and I think they're true. Now, you have got all of this lovely colour in your beading thread, in your finding, a spell. It's so vintage. Again, we're very, very steampunk today, aren't we?
We are.
We're very, very steampunk. Now, could I swelligant these lovely Spellbinder findings?
You could do. Yes, you could.
Good, that's the answer I wanted,
Yes.
thank you.
Good.
You've got your jewel enamel there as well. You've got 3. I was right, yes, get in. That never normally happens. Sorry, I was like, yeah, I was right, I was. Oh, brilliant, great, thank you. You have got your tiger's eye in the mahogany and the golden caramel. You've also got your smoky quartz nuggets. They're all 6 millimetres. It's called Eastern Promise. And you've got your findings too, all of these lovely findings. Don't forget to use, if you're going to use your Swelligant, don't forget to use your primer because of that E-coating, which is wonderful because it protects you from all of those itchy things because it's hypoallergenic. It also stops them from hydroallergenic, no, hypo, darling, hypo, you know me. Hypo is definitely a word that goes very fittingly in the Cleary vocabulary. Limited edition GQG C17 Eastern Promise, all yours for just $24.95 with the addition of the Spellbinder findings. That's kind of rhymey, isn't it? And then you have got, don't forget, your wonderful, wonderful jewel enamel. Perfect. Without further ado, let's trot on over to the Lady Bulford. Lady Bulford. Are you ready for me, Lady Bulford? Then I shall come over to thee and have a look at the wonderful... You know, Debbie's such an inspiration to us, and the designs that she puts together, both with polymer clay and any other creative medium, just are mind-blowing. So let's be inspired, furthermore, by Debbie and her wonderfulness. Wow!
Can I just say that in my kit, as Kirsty knows, I had different jewel enamel. I had purple jewel enamel.
Well that's fine.
And the goldy colour. So mine will look completely different. And actually the jewel enamel that you're getting in your kit actually goes a lot better than the one I've used.
Okay.
But I think that's the one that you're going to be having, which will go much better, I have to say.
Love it. Cubes, see, every time, cubes in there, rowing up together, looking neat and tidy. I love this, it's a Rubik's Cube bracelet.
It is, isn't it, really?
It's off of the 80s. I love it. Look at that. I love that.
It just sits really nicely together. And I think I did a demo on Wednesday of a similar sort of thing where you just literally put 4 on, tie a knot, stick a crimp over the knot, put another 4 on, tie a knot, and that's all you do. You just knot 4 together all the way along. So the crimps become spacer beads.
This is ace, just ace. Earrings are fab. Look at that bracelet. 1, 2, 3, 4 stranded. What weave is that, Debs?
It's just
is it a right angle?
Yes, similar to the right angle.
I love it.
And
Aren't
those
these
I've just
ace?
put 4 beads and then sunk them into the jewel enamel.
Stop, look what she's, oh, Debbie, look, you're brilliant. So you put the 4 beads in there and covered them in jewel enamel, love it.
Yep.
Was it really lovely to have a different element?
It was actually, although I would say if I had this at home, I'll be completely honest, I would want to cover the jewel enamel with a clear dome.
I like that sunken look.
Either the diamond clear
Yeah.
in the jewel enamel or perhaps a resin over the top, because they do have a concave finish and I'd like them to be quite domed over the top.
I think it's a matter of what you... Oh, you've used your findings there. There's flat... I like it concave, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I do. I think Hannah Oxbury would too. We see differently to you, though, don't we? It takes me a long time to see a dome, you know, so I'd rather have a concave.
I think it's almost like putting a mirror on top. It intensifies the colours.
It gives it that bubble effect, yeah. I like this look because I think it feels a little bit more vintage and
It does.
well, actually a bit more industrial, which I like.
Yeah,
if that makes
I
any
do.
sense
No,
to
no,
you
no,
at all.
I
'Cause
know
it isn't
exactly
an
what you
industrial
mean.
piece, but you know what I mean.
But I love the 2 different colours of Tiger's Eye. They are Tiger's Eye, yes?
Yes,
red.
yes, they are.
They really look lovely together.
Aren't they? Isn't this kit perfect? I just love the kits from today.
They're
I
just
think
different,
it's
aren't
so
they?
lovely to have something different. Yes.
They're all, every single one is completely unique and different and stands alone.
Do I need my melting pot, or can I use a pan over some heat?
I don't think so. I've never tried it. Never tried it.
I'm going to
Do you use the
research
melting
that.
pot? Yeah.
I've got dry heat to, so I haven't got gas or anything.
I don't think you can.
Mostly when you heat things, it's dry heat,
It is
isn't
really.
it?
I wasn't going to say a word, but yes.
Heat mat and a heat gun you can use if you put it into the bezel. Yes, you can. But
Right.
the melting pot is available on our website at, can I just say, a brilliant price tag. So you're going to give us a demo?
Do you want me to do a demo? We're going to do Swelligant.
Oh, we're going to do a Swelligant demo,
We were
aren't
talking
we?
about either dropping a demo on the kits.
Let's do a Swelligant demo now.
Now?
Now.
Now? Okay.
I want it now. I want the Swelligan demo.
Okay, right. Now I've taken a pendant that Kirsty and I found.
You
in
did.
the
I
gallery.
saw you rooting around this morning.
Yes, it is an old polymer clay pendant, as you can see on the back. It's just rubbish clay, really.
It's not rubbish.
Well, it was just an old one that I did from one of the moulds that we had. And I've put a coat of prep on, and I've put a coat of the brass Swelligant on. I'm just going to put that flat on my tile for a second because...
I love that. It's like a bunch of dandelions, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a thistle, I think.
Oh, how lovely.
It's a thistle.
Isn't
from
the
the
thistle a
Egyptian.
symbol of something?
Yeah, it's from the Egyptian...
It's for Scotland as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It was on the Egyptian mould with all the scarab beetles and all that. So I'm going to put my gloves on. And the only reason I do that is because this paint sticks to gel nail varnish and you'll never get it off.
Oh no! And if you've just, I got permanent marker on mine yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
And you can't get it off, can you? What's the
Hang
problem?
on, I might have got it off actually. Not so
Right.
permanent after all, marker.
So I'm going to use the brass. And Swelligant is a product that has a liquid with metal particles in. So you basically are turning whatever you put it on top of into metal.
You're
It's
going to
a thin
love this.
metal coating. So this has lots of tiny metal particles. So you can put it onto dried flowers, you can put it onto wood, you can put it onto foam, put it onto fabric, card, jewel enamel, resin, polymer clay, you name it, you put it anything at all. And it has that thin coating of metal. So then you can verdigris it, rust it, all sorts of things. And if you go onto Christy Freeson, who invented this, onto her site, onto the Swelligant site, or her site, you'll see fabulous ideas of how to use this. Far more than I can show you.
You can shabby chic your home from top to toe.
Yeah, 'cause Christy came on the show, didn't she?
She did.
Bundle of life she is. She's amazing.
Get her on again.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what, Debbie, as well? If you're making a Christmas wreath, how amazing. Actually, the one that Gemma Crow did for me, you could Swelligant that.
You could Swelligant the leaves, certainly oak leaves you can Swelligant, or any leaf out of the garden, as long as it's dry. If it's got moisture in it, it won't work. So you have to dry it out, and don't put it in the microwave because it will just shrivel. Let it dry naturally in your airing cupboard or something, and then you can Swelligant them.
You can put a towel over a radiator and pop it on so it stays on.
Yeah, that's right.
Wang it on the top of the Arga.
Absolutely.
If you've got one of them. You've got a range, haven't you?
I've got a range.
Yeah, you can put it on the top of that, can't you?
Could do. So you take your Swelligant, shake it up so all the metal particles are mixed.
That's
Otherwise,
important, isn't it? Because you need to get that consistency, that chemical thing that happens with chemicals. Need to go
one of those.
instead
one
of
those. Yeah, that's right. This only works, the patina, if you're going to use the patina on top, it only works on wet metal filings. So you need to put one coat on.
And then patina straight away.
Yeah. So I'm going to use some just scouring pads, really cheap ones from the
Have you done this already,
supermarket.
put a coat on?
I've put one coat on, but I'm now
then
putting the
you've let
wet
it
coat on
dry.
and let it dry. Because it was all different colours underneath, if you remember. Because it was all scrap.
I remember.
So there you go. So I'm going to just put that over the top. And while it's still wet, I'm then going to put on top some of this, which is the, what is it?
It's the Tiffany green
the
patina.
rust. Now, I don't know whether the camera can pick this up. If I hold it up
Watch this, because it's
to the
brilliant.
camera, I don't know if it will happen straight away. It might do. If I do it down one side.
Think about your door knockers now and how they need this on them. Think about your drawer knobs. Think about anything that's in the house that you think you want to make look vintage, shabby chic.
Now,
Wonderful.
I don't know if you can see that one side is starting to go very dark here.
Yeah.
That's still shiny, and that is just, the reaction is just starting to go matte. There you go.
Woohoo!
Not happening that much, but you wait. If you come back to me sort of near the end of the show, you'll see a real difference. And if you're doing this at home, if it gets to a point that you like it, dip it in a bowl of water and it stops the reaction, because this will really go dark. And especially if you get something like the verdigris, it will go completely green.
Well, we can see it as you're talking, actually. It's getting darker, darker, darker.
You don't always want it to go that dark. It's starting to go old.
Yeah, I love it.
By the end of the show, that will have a real reaction. So you come back and have a look at it later on.
Anyone that's doing costume design or anything like that, this would be great for, you know, just like shields,
yeah,
making polymer clay shields.
Or you can age chainmail to make it look vintage, you know, and I've seen people do it on quivers for archery and all sorts of things. Just make it look really, really old, to make leather look old, and it's
yes, you can do it on leather, can't you? It really, I promise you, you're going to love it. It really is
good.
Fantastic. You can get lots of accessories. Maybe you can revamp everything that's in your drawer already. Maybe, what about the buttons on your jeans? Have a scout around the charity shops.
Can I just say one thing though? This patina reacts because it is a chemical. Do be careful if the children are around. It's not something like polymer clay you can leave them with. You have to be very careful with this. The rest of the paints aren't so bad, but this has a chemical reaction, so treat it with care. It doesn't burn your fingers or anything. It doesn't have a reaction to your skin, but just be careful.
Yeah, I don't want Tiffany green hair.
Or pigs or anything like that.
No, we don't want anything like that. We don't want anything like that. Look, see, it's getting darker. It's aging. It's aging. It's aging. And by the end of the show, we're going to see that. See what I mean? Isn't it fab?
It's going green. It's going like it's all mouldy.
I love that. I love that. It's shabby chic.
It is.
Just fabulous. Now, after the break, are we going to the WOF or are we going to... No, we're not. We ain't got no Wall of Fame now. We ain't got no Wall of Fame now.
Oh, right. Okay.
Now, our printer broke, so we couldn't print any more out. Oh. Now, it's fixed now, though, but there's no time. After the break, I'm going to give you those wonderful, wonderful Briolette Matrix boxes. We've also got the findings as well. I'm going to keep you updated. We got any of Debbie's book left? I don't think we have. Hardly, hardly, hardly. We'll be right back after this.
The new year is fast approaching and we're getting ready to go out with a bang. You can get involved by voting in the annual JM Awards. Check out Facebook from Monday the 25th of November at 10 AM, where we will release a different voting category each day until December the 6th. Get involved with JewelleryMaker. Join guest designer Sarah Elvin and get creating stunning designs in no time with this Kumahimo introductory DVD. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will guide you through a variety of techniques to get you started. To get your hands on a copy, simply contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Tune into JewelleryMaker every day at 5 PM from Miss It, Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low, low prices. The Miss It, Miss Out show, only on JewelleryMaker.
Book now to take part in the Gemporia experience. Take a behind-the-scenes tour of our TV studios, meet the presenters and learn about gemstones and jewellery. The price of £169 includes an overnight stay at the picturesque White Swan Hotel, a buffet lunch, refreshments and a 3-course dinner. Dates are limited, so call or email us now for an experience you'll never forget.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Join us on JewelleryMaker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be JewelleryMaker.
Absolutely breathtaking quality is what we're talking about here. Some of the most stunningly beautiful gemstones. Absolute perfection in the lapidary. Now these beautiful individual gemstones put into the matrix box are brand new, never seen before. They are drill holed. They're absolutely exquisitely beautiful. If they go like the last matrix boxes have gone, you're going to need to be quick. And I'm going to tell you that I think this is, out of all the matrix boxes I've done, or that I've seen, the most beautiful of all of them. I really promise you, with my hand on my heart, these are certainly the most beautiful. Now, I'm going to attempt at stranding each one. At the moment, I've got just the 2 on the beading thread to show you that they are in fact drill holed, but you can hardly look at the perfection. Don't these belong in a jeweller's window? They're beautiful. If you are inspired by Rachel Norris, I want you to think about her wonderful pieces where she uses gemstones like this for the stamen of the flowers. Now the drill holes are very, very delicate. I'm going to show you how I've just popped 2 of these onto a strand of beading thread. Look at those. Ah, sumptuous. The detail is incredible, but more than anything, these look so expensive. The detail is remarkable. The clarity, unmistakably beautiful. The glow is just stunning. Peridot, citrine, amethyst, iolite, mystic topaz. I'm gonna strand one of those. You've got pink mystic topaz, and you've got blue mystic topaz. You've got white topaz as well. This is London blue, this one. Do you know, the drill holes are so delicate. That mystic pink is amazing. I'm just going to give you try and strand on a mystic blue. It's really, there it is. Ah! It's really hard to see the drill holes. Hang on a minute. If I was at home, I'd have my handy Andy out, I tell you that. There it is. You've got better eyes than I have, I think. Don't know that for a fact, obviously. No. Where is he? There he is. Right, stay still now. I'm just desperately trying to put this. Anyway, I'll get Debbie to do it for me in a minute. Have a look. Have a look at the mystic. And is that aquamarine next to it, isn't it? Oh, blue topaz. Beautiful. I thought this one, the deeper one, was the blue topaz. You've got Swiss blue topaz. Look at that. Pair of earrings. Absolutely stunning. You can make a hoop of all of these as a pendant. I mean, these are breathtakingly beautiful. I'm going to attempt to pass some of these to Debbie to see whether she's any better at stranding them than me. Because I'm holding everything together, it's really, really difficult for me to be able to show you all of them in a row, but I want to because I want to show you the detail. I think the detail is what is absolute key and superbly beautiful in these. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What am I missing? 8. There you go, Lady DB. These 8. Is that 8 you've got there? Mm-hmm. Peridot, citrine, amethyst. I'm going to get Debbie to strand them for you. Look at the beauty, but this has got to be the most superbly beautiful in cut, in colour. Look at all of these. You get absolutely loads, absolutely loads. Iolite in there. Gorgeous. Just beautiful. Your mystic pink and your blue topaz. Your clear topaz, your white topaz. Oh, we hardly ever get white. There's cues on the phone. Look at that blue of that mystic. I'm just looking at these. I'm sorry, I'm making a fuss trying to display them in such a way that you can see that. utter beauty. I absolutely adore peridot, do you? Look at that deep, deep, rich iolite. The cut. These belong in a jeweller's window. Thank you so much, Debbie B. Have a look, here they all are, rowed up. So they have got drill holes. Debbie, the drill holes are really delicate, which I like, because if you don't want to use the drill holes, there's no way you'd see them, is there?
No, but you can thread them on quite easily, really. But people that work with those will have the right lighting and glasses like me. I have to use glasses. But they are so beautiful and so delicate. They are special, so special.
They're definitely reminding me of that sort of Tiffany & Co look.
Definitely.
It's like a Tiffany & Co lamp of colours, isn't it? And if you go out and you have a look on those websites, whether it's Tiffany & Co, whether it's Cartier, whether it's... look how they bunch together. I'm going to sort of show you in a bunched cluster.
I did see when I went around some jewellers last week. They had a beautiful silver bead cap, like a chandelier, and then they had varying lengths of chain with a briolette cut on every one.
I know exactly what you mean. I've seen it too.
Yeah. And that would look
very
beautiful with all the different colours.
Yeah,
with all the different colours. Really, really lovely.
Can you imagine a ring in st silver wire like this? Look at these. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I'm in love with these. You need them, don't you? I've only used 8 gemstones in this. Look how gorgeous is that? That looks like something from a really high-end, expensive jeweller's. Oh my gosh, your vine technique, your tiara technique, these in earrings cascading down. To me, this is the best matrix box we've done so far. You get stacks and stacks and stacks. You do get the little box as well. Oh my goodness, you need these. They're flying out on the website. Let's make it fair, Kirsty, to everyone on the phones, because I don't want anyone missing out. RNYY25 is your item code. 70 carats of briolette drops, 70 carats of absolute craftsmanship and beauty, 70 carats of genuine gemstones for just $37.95. If you were going to make a ring out of all of these wonderful gemstones and you've only got 8 on, you've got most of yours left, and you charge £40 for that ring, I would snap it up from you. If you use sterling silver, what absolutely gorgeous. Think about this as your high-end profit maker, perhaps. Definitely going in your high-end collection. If you're thinking, right, okay, I want to make jewellery that looks more professional, then it's these that you've got to have, isn't it? Think about sinking these in with your wire. Think about doing a Rachel Norris. Could you make your money back on these and then some? Is there going to be a huge profit margin for you? I think so. I do. With my hand on my heart, I think so. Absolutely incredible value. You get so many. Look at that. I just want to make that ring, do you? That's just simply stranding them, and because of that top drilling, they higgledy-piggledy themselves into position in such a gorgeous manner. Now, there's a lot of you on the phone lines. Please bear with. I agree. This is for the high-end. This is the high-end jewellery maker. This is for you, the jewellery maker that wants that bigger price tag. This is for you, the mother of the bride who wants to create her daughter's bridal pieces. This is for you to create your very... I mean, look at that. How beautiful is this as a ring? Now, I want you to be on the phone lines if you create that high-end jewellery and you appreciate what you're creating it with. There is absolutely a need and a want for agate and jade and all of those wonderful gemstones. But to use gemstones such as the ones I'm giving to you now is to use gemstones such as the greats are using. They're $37.95. And Debbie, talk to us about that London trip, because I know you went and you did go to the V&A and you did you looked at pearls through the ages and jewellery through the ages. And I think when we go out there and we put ourselves upon the high-end jewellers and we go and look, it revitalises us and it refreshes our memory, actually, almost in, hang on a minute, we're working with excellence.
Yes, it does make you think, actually, and you appreciate what you're working with again. Whereas we are, as I said earlier, a bit blasé of what we have here, really. We forget how beautiful it is and it's Mother Nature and everything else. And you go to a jeweller's window and you look at some of the prices and you think, my goodness, I'm working with that every single day. and look at stones such as these, and looking at things that are 3 figures plus. Unbelievable the amount of shops you go to and you think, wow, are those really the gemstones that I touch every day?
I agree with you, Debbie, so much, and you can go out there and get so much inspiration from wonderful jewellers who put so much time into their pieces, so much design into their pieces, independent jewellers. Obviously, you're getting the price tag of the gemstones, not the price tag of the jewellery that's finished by those independent jewellers. So you're getting such a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Think about the journey, in fact, that these gemstones have come on already. They have grown, they have formed for thousands of years. Thousands of years they have been mined for. They have been cut. They have been put into those matrix boxes. Then somebody like Lady B or Lady Ox comes along, sees all their beauty and brings them to you here at Jewellery Maker. And then they get the chance to be included in some of the most beautiful jewellery. Think about the fact that every single one of these has been faceted and buffed and polished. We don't have opportunities to give you such a mixture of so many high-end gemstones in one price tag. Now is your chance. If you are more of the connoisseur of gemstones, now is your chance to get these RNY Y25, 1 or 2, and you know what? You're shopping with us risk-free, I think, because you've got that extended money-back guarantee. If you don't fall in love with these, you've got till the 31st of January next year. Well done to all of those connoisseurs out there. Well done to all of those that appreciate true beauty, because you're on the phone lines. Okay, they're not for everybody. If you're not creating really, really high-end pieces, they're not for you. But if you are, they are for you. Huge congratulations. I can't wait to see what you make out of those either. That's the sort of jewellery I'd want to buy for sure. Now, I'm going to give you some more treaties. Do you know what the thing is about these is that you need them. Oh, I've never seen. You've got little black seedy beads here. And if you are into that genuine gemstone seedy beads, how hard are they to get hold of? I've got to be quite quick with these. I've got lots and lots to get through for you today. Now, come and shop with us, my darlings. You've got the faceted rounds there as well. And you've got the little seedy bead rounds. Now look at these, and look at the edges. These are the ones I love. We never see these. These are the same shape as the pattern on the trousers that Ben is wearing today. They are contemporary, aren't they wonderful? They remind me of, is it Perry the clown that had the tear?
I don't know.
With the porcelain face. That's
I know
what it
who
reminds
you mean,
me
but
of.
I don't know his name.
You know what I mean, don't you, Deb?
I do.
I think it was Perry the clown. Have a look. It was a French thing that came like a phase. Everybody had it. You know what I mean? Now with the edge. You've got that edge there. Now you have got 3 strands, must-have strands. These are going to go well with Debbie's challenge look. That blue-black look. Now Debbie, this shape, we haven't seen it before. These would be great even for pushing into polymer clay and friendly plastic to make an impression of that shape, and then including that in the actual strand.
That's
that
a good
we were putting
idea. You're full of ideas today. It's a good idea.
Well, I'm very inspired by the afternoon shows, I've got to say, and I'm doing more and more jewellery making now, and mediums, more mediums.
If you pulled those up together, they would make a sort of hexagonal shape, wouldn't they? If you were to sort of pull them up together, would they?
What, like pull them all?
They?
Like 3 of them? Yes,
You
yes
could
they
put
do.
You could put them almost like a star as well.
Can you?
I think if you beaded them like you would a flower, it would be lots
Would make a little, yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I really liked those. And again, the edges are something you've been asking for, so that's what we're giving you. We're doing it quick, Cleary. 3 strands for just 10.95. Now, lots of you in for this one already. The minute you saw those edges, the minute you saw that new shape, you were on the phone line. So here's your price tag. Do check out baskets if you're shopping with us on JewelleryMaker.com. Don't forget to keep it interactive with us today. Not much time to get your texts in. 60777JM Studio, followed by your message. QOGC19 is your item code. Black is back. Or back to black. Back to black. £10.95. You put something on a horse's hoof called back to black, because one of ours has got a badger foot, which is a stripy foot. Yeah, it's like a badger. Well, you want it all to look the same if you're going out, so we paint it black, basically. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about, so I do apologise. Can we do that findings? I've got a bit bananas because I'm very excited about the findings matrix box that I've got. I was going to ask Oliver to explain what matrix meant again to me, because Keanu Reeves just confused me, but let's not go there now. I think it's because I loved him so much in Point Break that I can't concentrate on mathsy things. Now, this matrix box is ace because you've got 2 lots of chain in here. What lengths are these chain? About, what do you reckon they are? About 12 inches. I'm thinking maybe there or thereabouts. So you get 2 lengths of chain. The finer one's much longer. This chain is gorgeous. Look at that really fine chain. If you just bought the briolets, you'd want to put them on. That is so pretty. So long. The oval link is 80 centimetres and the fine link is what? Is it a metre, Kirsty? Ollie's found it. That one's, sorry, 34 centimetres and 80 centimetres. So that was only 20 centimetres off a metre, isn't it? Then you've got, how many of these have I got? 4 of your, here we go. Do you know what would be good if we had an image? There you are, my darlings. So you've got the chain, you've got the balls, you've got your 4, what are they called? Toggle clasps. You've got 1, 2, why are the earrings put in not pairs? 5 pairs of earrings. You've got your, oh, why don't I read it off the list? That would be lovely for you, wouldn't it? Right, so let me start again. It's so new, honestly. Your silver plated copper basics finding kit includes 106 pieces, which are made up of your bolt rings, which are 5.8 mil, and you get 10 of them. Your fish lock, which is basically, it's like a lobster claw clasp. A lobster claw clasp. Someone did a Jenny Cleary and thought, what's that called again? I'll have to make it up. Fish lock, I like it. It is the shape of a fish. It's descriptive, I like it. So you've got your lobster claw clasps, 10 of those. Your open jump rings are 5 mil, 35 of those. Your toggle clasps, you've got 4 of them. Yes, I did just drop something. Your ear wires, or shepherd's hooks, as they are also known, 10 of those, so 5 pairs. Your beads, which are 3 mil, you get 35 of those. Your twist extension chain, 5 by 3 are the links, 34 centimetres of that. Your fine chain, 1.5 by 1 mil are the links, and they're an 80 centimetres. I love those. I love that chain. And then I'm going to bring you sterling silver eye pins, 20 of those, and sterling silver ball head pins, 20 of those. You get all of these findings, must have. I don't know who wrote the description. You get all of this. The sterling silver findings are, they're only £4.95 each, so they're £4.90 then altogether. No, sorry, £9.90 altogether. That's actually not bad. That's good. You've got, now Debbie, that fine chain,
Yes.
We don't see that, do we?
No, not very often. Isn't it beautiful?
Isn't it gorgeous? It's so delicate. This is what you'd have if you were getting married, isn't it? If you just wanted one pearl.
Oh yes, that would look stunning just with one pearl.
Is it almost curb chain? I guess, but it's not flat like curb chain, so it's got... Yes, it's so fine. It's going to go so far. So far. I'd just put one briolette on that, just make it really elegant. Something blue for the bride. Or you do all five that you just had. Oh yes, that would be gorgeous. I like this a lot. Look at what, do you know what those jump rings are? I've got bolt rings as well. Did I tell you about those? Did I? Because I said about the fish locks. I don't think, oh yeah, they are. 10 of those. Oh, that's my new word, fish lock. Do you know, you would put the little delicate, would you put the little delicate bolt ring on the back of this, or would you put the fish lock? I would use the bolt ring too. Glad you said that. Okay, so you get all of this. Now the 2 sterling silver head and eye pins, those would be £9.90 on their own. So if I was giving you this for what, £24.95, be a good price, wouldn't it? Well, actually, I'd be on the phone at that price tag. Would you, Debbie Bolford?
I would, too right I would, yes, absolutely.
You're going to be a bit gutted that you sat this side of the camera then, Lady DB. Because we're about to give you a findings frenzy price tag. Make sure you're on the phone lines of 800 644 655, all the W's. JewelleryMaker.com. Because today, my darling hearts, we're not going anywhere near the £24 mark. We're going below. At just £17.95, you are getting an Uber deal, an Uber scuba deal. Value is the hyper value is what you're getting right now. You know you've got to multiply with this. When was the last time you saw a chain as fine as this? And you got so much of it. £17.95. We are busy as bees. You've got the bigger link chain as well. You've got those lovely toggle clasps there too. Ever such a lot of variety for just £17.95. HWGC20 is your item code. 106 findings. Don't forget you've got sterling silver in the eye pins and the hairpins. Approaching half the stock of this is gone. If you're joining on the phone lines, you are about to join the tail end of a queue. It's a couple of minutes long. We're trying to battle through, but if I can encourage you to the website so that you don't miss out entirely. It's all the W's again. JewelleryMaker.com. You have got that extended money back guarantee if you're shopping with us today. It's from this very moment until the 31st of January next year, 2014. A lot of the other shopping channels are the 14th of January. Have you noticed that? Well, Kirsty, I didn't have time to look last night. That's over 60 days, which is over 2 months. It's good, isn't it? It's because we love you. It's because we love you so much. £17.95. Brilliant price. Don't forget, keep interactive with us today. Tell us how you like these findings. Tell me what you're going to use them for. What did you miss out on today? What are you going to be doing jewellery maker wise over the weekend? We want to know it all. Look at these. Who are you jewellery making for? All of this for just £17.95. Incredible. Now, we're going to move on. Doobie-doobie-doo. I'm going to give you, Howard, could I trouble you, darling Cass, for another blackboard, because my findings are on that one, which you'll be glad about. Very glad about. Thank you, Angel Pops. Now, these are big bubbles of gorgeousness. Can I just try this on as a necklace? Because it would be one of those necklaces, wouldn't it? It goes with everything. Do you ever use big clear quartz, Debbie?
I love those. I've got some very similar at home.
They're
I
ace, aren't they?
adore them.
Very Jacqueline Onassis, darling.
There it is.
Look at that clarity. Look at that. The sun is beaming through these. It's gorgeous, the light even, because we haven't got the sunshine in here. Now these are going to be an absolute delight. They're like ice cubes of loveliness. I love these. Do you know, it doesn't matter what you put these with. I'd put these in a ring, because it'd be a ring you could wear every single day. They almost just welcome the light in. They are like, you know, when the sun beams through the crack of the curtain in the morning, that's what these are like, that strong beam. Now, these are going under £15. Kirsty just said something very funny in my ear, though. Tell everyone that they're going under £15, but actually they're supposed to be £18.95. Well, that doesn't make any sense. What am I saying? I'm not going to tell them that it's under £15. And then for you to just put 18, you're not going to put £18.95 on them. £8.95, under a tenner. Yes, please. Prong set into a ring. Put these. I would make a whole set, not a twin set. What's it called when there's 3 of them? A suite.
Not sure what it's called when it's 3 of them, actually.
A trio. Trio. Do you remember that advert? I love trios. What would you do with these? Because I'm thinking about prong setting them with wire, but there's so much I could do. What about putting these next to a big polymer clay bead?
You could do, yes, of course you could. You could add some colour to them, absolutely. Because they'll take on whatever colour you put next to them. It'd be nice actually with those great big pink agates you've got there.
Oh yes, they would. Look
fabulous
with those. I love these. Uber juicy. They're making me want to eat yummy sweeties. Aren't they gorgeous? They make you want all those fruity mints with the polar bear. They're not mints though, the fruity ones, are they? These are like the minty ones though. Oh. Do you remember in the 90s when people used to have those in their car? These are stunning, absolutely stunning with Debbie's challenge. Put that together. Oh, Debbie, gorgeous.
Beautiful. Oh yes, that's lovely.
Oliver's just saying it's amazing to think that this is a gemstone. This is formed in the earth with clarity like this. It's wonderful, isn't it? What a wonderful thought.
And for someone to actually cut it and polish it, it's absolutely perfect. I think that's amazing.
I wonder if Alan Fox would like these in Gemstone Village. They could be windows, couldn't they?
They could.
I wonder if he is in fact working on Gemstone Village as we speak. I don't know. I've just demanded it and have assumed that he's there beavering away. No one's heard hide nor hair of him. He's probably putting the steeple on the church as we speak. When you want something that you're going to wire up, maybe in a Laura binding style, where you just want that shine coming through, when you want something, maybe you are just working with, say, silver wire or something like that, and the key is elegance. Look at that colour, the light again. It's like, I'm thinking about the seaside again. I don't know why. You know, like a sunny time. Look at that, it's making me think about sunny times. Do you know what I mean? Where it's relaxing. So eye-catching. So gorgeous. It's very, very tranquil, actually. That is a bracelet. It's just beautiful. I would absolutely, let me just see how big they are against the finger. I'd probably put them up the other way, would you? £8.95. HLG P75 is your item code. Now, let's give to you, a Christmas starter bundle of chainmail. Oh, I like it. Debbie, do you know anything about chainmail?
A little.
She's our expert. She knows a lot about a lot of things. Now you're getting both chainmail DVDs. They're worth £4.95 on their own. So you've got edition 1 and you've got edition 2. Debbie, where do they both differ? Am I taking my chainmail further by watching edition 2?
Yes. On edition 1, you first find out about how to buy your jump rings and the internal diameter, etc., and you learn the basic weave. And then number 2 introduces colour and gemstones. to your designs.
Fabulous. So you can start adding little pieces in, whether it's polymer clay, whether it's, oh yes, please, I'd love an example. Now I'm also getting chain nose pliers. Chain nose pliers are what you need to open and close your jump rings. They're the easiest pliers to use, and you are getting those in there. Thank you, DB.
Okay.
Wow, so this is edition 2. This is the one on the front of the DVD.
Yep.
What a coincidence. Debbie Belford just happened to have it on her person. How wonderful. Look at this. Glorious, isn't it? Glorious. It's that amazing lady on the Wall of Fame that had done a whole necklace in Byzantine.
Fantastic.
Wasn't she wonderful? I'm also going to give you the jumpeth rings. Now, I'm going to pop that. Debbie, don't forget those are there, and they're there with your bits and pieces there. Because you know what I'm like, Debbie. Now, you get your jump rings here as well. Now, you are getting 200 saw cut open jump rings. They're 7 by 1. You've got the 2 DVDs in here as well. Don't forget, those are $4.95 on their own. Your chain nose pliers, everything you need to get yourself started. It's about chainmail. YGG C79. If you want to learn a new medium for the new year, this is a great way of doing it. If you want to give a jewellery maker friend a very special gift, this is a perfect stocking filler if you're helping Santa out this year. 106 444 655 on the phone lines or the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you're getting webby with us. All of this because you're only paying for the DVDs. And you're getting everything else for free. That's why it's a ridiculous, amazing value. You need this now. You're getting your chain nose pliers and you're getting the jump rings for free and paying for the, well, no, you're getting them for 5p. 5p. This is as crazy. This is as crazy as when men, actual men, landed on the moon. I mean, that was mad. That was completely mad. This is madder. This is just as mad. Madness. $9.95. What? Now, Debbie, I've got 200 jump rings. How many pieces? Could I make something like that wonderful bracelet you just gave me? How many pieces would it make? Earrings? Tell me what 200 jump rings. Look at that jewellery. It's gorgeous.
Jump rings, sorry.
They are 7 by 1.
You could
7 mil by 1.
You could do a box weave, and that would take it. That would probably take the 200.
That's the one I can do. The 1 and 2. The 1 and 2. The 1 and 2.
No, but you could do one. You could make a necklace like that if you do the
I call it the 1E 2E weave.
The 1E 2E weave, that's a new one on me. Anyway, yes, you could probably do Byzantine, but I think it's a bit big to do Byzantine. The links are a little bit too big, but you could certainly do a box weave with those and get a bracelet. Or if you wanted to break up the box weave, you could probably do a necklace. It depends how big the stones are.
So you could get a lot out of your of this.
Yeah.
Crikey, isn't it wonderful? For $9.95, this is an uber deal. The Chainmail Starter Bundle YGG C79. Come shopping with us today. We love you. You don't have to leave your armchair or anything. You can have cups of tea. You don't have to get in queues. People elbowing you out the way because they want to get to the last bargain. That's not happening here. $9.95. Look at these gorgeous earrings. You can start creating like this. An ancient technique used, of course, in the medieval times for armour. I do like the idea of a man in armour. Can you imagine how weighty that would have been, a whole suit made out of it?
I don't know how this stood up, actually.
They must have wanted to faint, let alone fight in battle.
Absolutely.
They didn't think that one through, did they?
Not really.
They didn't think it through. It did protect them, yes. Yes, it did. Although I can imagine if they had a hairy chest, there would have been some pain there. There would have. There would have. Now, do you think they used to shave them before they got... Let's not go there.
I think they actually wore something underneath it, actually, Jenny.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they would have to, wouldn't they? There'd be a lot of chafing. Now, did they wear it in trousers or just tops?
I don't know. Just tops, I think.
I think it was. Now, little Christmas trees, little Christmas trees. I don't know how I can make a Christmas tree out of these, but I can. I've decided that I can. Does that make sense to you? Maybe I'd do a row of 2, and oh no, I'd do like lots here. Then I would get more. I'm being really technical. Yes, it does make sense. Look, I'm going to do this shape, but using these. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a few, Would I be able to do that, Debbie?
Sorry, I was so
I want
engrossed
to
in what I'm
make out of
doing.
these Christmas trees. If you look in your little screen
Oh
on your
yes,
thing,
yes,
I'll show
yes,
you
yes,
there.
yes, you can. Yes.
I can, can't I? By doing this shape. Yeah?
Yeah, for that noise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Always noises because they remind me of what I'm doing.
Right, okay.
Oh yeah, the day I did the then I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You see? See how
Fine.
it works in my mind?
I get that.
Yes. This is definitely the Christmas tree collection. How many of you have got your Christmas tree up already? Let us know. Tomorrow, you can't do it until it's actual December, Kirsty, because it's bad luck. Do you not know that? I'm not, listen, you do what you like, I'm just telling you. And don't come running to me when you say something's happened to you, and I'll say, what day did you put your Christmas tree up? And I'll say, right. Now. Oh, I'm so excited. Aren't these wonderfully beautiful? Isn't this making you think of Christmas? Don't you just love these colours? Look at the stripes on the agate. And that green, emerald green coloured quartz, that's actually what it's called. 10 mil. They remind me actually kind of green onyx as well, do they you? And I just love those aventurine triangles. They could be for your Christmas trees. They could be for your little spears with your polymer clay men if you're making them. Shaded green agate, beautifully striped, 32 centimetres. It's called Green with Envy. IHG C40 is your item code. The extended money back guarantee. This has got to be one of our most popular colours at the moment. What about with red macrame cord? Gorgeously Christmassy. Only £8.95. I'll have a couple of those, please. £8.95. What is that each? That's less than £3 each. £2 something each. Not very good at maths, as you know. £2. £2.33 each. Did I get that right? No, because that would be £2.66. How did I got it so wrong? IHG C40 Green with Envy. Lots of you buzzing around in the webby world. That is our website. Now, let's give to you box number 11 because I love seedy beads. Have you got the bead loom? Have you got the bead loom? Have you got the bead loom, Debbie? Oh, I'm so jealous of you. How did you manage to get it? It went.
I've had a bead loom for years.
Have
but
you?
I did buy the one from here.
Seedy beads. I want to make a little. I want to make a wide bead loom bracelet with chevrons.
Lovely.
Is it hard to do?
No.
I've woven and I've used my macrame board to weave. I've just put beading thread down, and then I went innie outie. You know the technical term of innie outie.
I understand that completely.
You know what I meant.
I do.
You don't ever forget how to weave. It's so easy. You learn it at school, don't you? And it stays with you. Now these little seed beads are gorgeous. Little seed beads are gorgeous. Now they're great for beady beads. They're wonderful for if you want to cage a bead. So say Debbie's challenge, you wanted to cage that, you could do it over the top. Loads of lovely seedy bead cages. You can also cage big cabochons with these. We're talking about geometric beading all the time, and we're talking about yesterday how hard it was to get hold of genuine gemstone seedy beads. Whoops. Then you've got stunning rose quartz. I love this bundle. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's all rosy. TUG C85 is your item code. But do you know what? I would make I just weave with it. It's so beautiful for that. And if you don't know how to weave, you could twist these together. You could put fine wire in there, just twist them together. They look amazing. You can plait them. You can do ever such a lot with a seedy bead, you know. And then these are gorgeous, aren't they? You could even cage those. Think about that piece of jewellery for your little niece or for your bestest friend in the world. And get yourself dialing. Look at that clarity on those, aren't they gorgeous? Remember, these are genuine gemstone seedy beads. I went into my local bead shop and I said, do you do genuine gemstones? And she said, no, of course I don't. Do you know how expensive they'd be? I can't get them. And I thought, I won't mention it. I won't say out. You have got 2 mil rounds. You've got your drums, 10 by 8. It's all rosy, my darlings. You've got to get on the phone lines for this one because seed beads fly out the door as though they were on actual skates that fly. £9.95, under £10. Now, you know that seedy beads that are genuine gemstones are hard to get hold of. If you've got your bead loom, you're on the phone lines, imagine how hard those are to cut. Imagine how much waste. Very expensive to produce, but we're not giving you an expensive price tag, are we? £9.95, all yours for under £10. And take note of that code if you are watching a repeat show, TUGC85. I like this, I like the code. Now, we had a tug of war yesterday, I told you, didn't I? I actually think I could write a children's book about what happened yesterday. And the pig catcher held on to the pig, and Jenny held on to the pig catcher, and Alice held on to to Jenny, and all three of us heaved and heaved. And at one moment, it looked like he was going to go actually through someone's bush, and we were all. It was like the turnip, you know, the enormous turnip. That's what it was like. Now, let's do a recap on our early bird before we go and visit Lady DB. It's that time already. Can you believe this? Mad. How time flies. Rather nervous about what I'm going to come home to today. No, I'm not. I'm thinking. I'm feeling positive. Look at that. The teardrops. Now you've got ever such a good price on these. You've got all three for £9.95, and as you can imagine, because you've got amethyst. Can I just say as well, the strands are really long. What are they? 30 centimetres, aren't they? Really long strands. I don't know why I'm saying that like a question. Have a look at that. And the smoky quartz as well. Aren't those beautiful? For under £10, you're getting a sensational deal. The gold, I've got to say, Debbie, and I don't know whether you think this as well, that labradorite, the quality was outstanding.
Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Well, you know, those three strands together are just made in heaven. I think they're my perfect choice.
So, you could make easily, you could get these home and you could just create.
Yes.
They're your favourites.
Absolutely.
Creatable gemstones. They're only £9.95. YAGC39. We're going to give you a refresher of the luscious Lady DB's bundle very soon. We have got today, I think it's a brand new guest designer coming up for you at 1 o'clock. I'll find out more detail for you in a tickle. Now, let's have a look. Oh, have we got any of Debbie's books left before we do that? How many have we got? Tiny amount. Hardly any. But I'm going to give you, there are a few opportunities, but hardly any. I think by the time I get home, there won't be any left. Debbie Bolford's book on its own, not in a bundle, £12.95. I promise you, when I tell you this is the best craft book I have ever read, and I don't just mean for polymer clay, I mean for craft in general. I say that with a hand on my heart. Now, Debbie's blurb on the back says, this is the polymer clay jewellery book you have been looking for. Beads and pendants made in new and exciting ways. Wonderful bracelets, necklaces and more. Made entirely by you. Scrap clay ideas to create new colours and special effects. Turn everyday materials into exciting components by Debbie Bolford. I love every piece of jewellery that Debbie has produced from this wonderful polymer clay book. PWD B33, last chance to own it perhaps at just £12.95 on its own, not in a bundle. You've been requesting this book on its own, and here it is for you. We only launched this in September. It's sold out. We've got it back for the first time since that time. You want to create beautiful pieces of jewellery, you can do it. The Polymer Clay Jewellery Projects by Debbie Bolford. Now I'm going to give you Debbie Bolford's challenge today. Where's that big, there it is. Can I go over there? Can I tootle? Can I tootle? Thank you. Let's tootle, darlings. I've accidentally put my daughter's tights on today. So if I walk in a certain way, I'm ever so sorry, because they are designed, in fact, for a 12-year-old, and not, although we're the same height, but she's very skinny. She's taller than me now with bigger feet.
She?
Can you believe this? I don't know what I'm feeding her.
No.
I don't know. Oh, Debbie, you've done loads. Isn't that necklace stunning? I love this. Look, oh, wire. You really did do wire. Beady beads. Love it. Very excited.
I like those sort of bracelets.
Shall I wear
Everyone
these?
is different.
Shall I wear them?
Like to.
I think I should.
Although you did say you liked studs, so I thought, well, I couldn't find any actually.
Oh no! These are beautiful. Well, I still stand by my shoulder dusters. I'm just moving in a studly way.
In a different way.
I'm just moving towards studs. We should all move towards studs. And can I just confirm there were no dishy policemen yesterday?
No. Oh dear.
No.
That's a bit sad, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
A bit sad.
But the fire brigade, however.
Well, they're quite nice.
These earrings are lovely. Can't get that one in. In you go. Excuse me. Now, Debbie, talk to me about this lovely kit while I have a little choke.
Oh dear. The blue, as you said, is absolutely gorgeous. It's in between a sort of a denim blue and a sea blue. It's the most beautiful colour. It really is. It's superb. And the shine on them is amazing.
That's the one I love. Now, you don't do a lot of wire work, but I've got to say you are good at it, Debbie. You're very neat.
I don't do it very often. I don't get it in the kits very often, obviously, because there are other people that are far better at it. But I do enjoy working with wire at home. I do a lot of wire caps, like that bead there. I
thought you said cats for a minute.
This one here.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's
caps.
the thing I like, yeah.
I love doing that sort of thing.
This is beautiful. I just love a head pin. But this is like a cluster tassel.
Yeah.
I love them. And it's got to be a head pin in there. Got to be. Love it. Now, actually, the silver looks stunning.
It does.
Oh gosh, isn't it awful? This all goes with my outfit. What am I going to do?
Never mind.
We've got the gorgeous Sarah coming up for you very soon. Look at those bicones. $12.95, great value because you've made a lot of jewellery out of this.
Oops.
That's me rubbing off on you. I don't know how it happens. I don't know,
but I've got quite a few left. As you just said.
Loads. They went everywhere. Your findings pack is still available for you. I love those. Loads of chain here in Debbie's piece. Now, today we've got a brand new guest designer I'm hearing. And it's Sarah, is it, coming up? The lovely Sarah's coming up with a brand new guest designer whose name is, do we know? Janet! Has Janet not been on air before?
Yes, been on once before, I think.
She's been on before.
She's lovely.
What's Janet's speciality?
I don't know. I think it's beading, actually, but she's got some beautiful necklaces over there.
It looks like a dream catcher over there.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, by
Very
over there,
good.
we're looking into
a
secret place.
You know that thing I swelliganted? Well,
yes.
That's what it's turned out like.
Come
Can you see?
Look!
Now, I would have stopped this way before it got like that. And if you get some gold mica powder and just rub over the top slightly.
Can I use gleam?
Yeah, you can do.
Now, if you've got garden ornaments, if you go, like I was saying, to a reclamation yard, very expensive.
Absolutely.
But if you use polymer clay, I love that look.
So you can get really new looking green mans you just put on the outside walls and you can make them look really old. Really nice.
I'm going to do that because I've got an old house. Got an old house anyway, let's put old things on it. Findings pack is on your screen. We've loved you so much today. We do every day, but particularly today because we've had such good fun with you. Debbie, when are you back with one of your lovely workshops, and what is it?
I think it's 9th, 10th and 11th or something of December. I think it's the Monday, Tuesday, whatever those days are. I might be completely wrong, but it's around those sort of days, and it's the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think it's basic polymer clay, chainmail, and then kaleidoscope canes. So,
do you have space on that?
Yes.
I'm just hearing in my ear, sorry, whilst we're chatting, that there is an emerald chain coming up in today's show.
Really? Oh, wow.
Please, can I have this?
That is gorgeous.
We're going to welcome the lovely Sarah on because you and I have got to go. And we've got practically no time.
Hello, afternoon.
I'm so jealous of you, darling.
I know, isn't it pretty?
Look how long it is. You could wear that as a necklace.
I could wear that as a necklace.
You should wear that as a necklace.
We've got Janet, this is her 3rd show, and she's got some lovely designs coming up. With natural turquoise as well, which is always exciting.
Oh my gosh. I'm
it's
so
a good
excited
show,
for
isn't
today's
it?
show. It is. Now, we've really enjoyed your company today. Thank you so much. Do not go anywhere because we have got designer inspiration coming up. Have a wonderful afternoon, and of course we've got Ed at 5. We'll see you later.
Bye.
The JewelleryMaker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer.
And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their JewelleryMaker account, and the runner-up receives £50